Getting stinky on the hang low.
Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know, man.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Let's do it.
No filter, no filter, no filter, no filter.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with the news and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they say to never date her. I agree, but you did it and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
No filter, no filter, no filter, no filter.
And we are live, everybody. Welcome to No Filter episode 71. And we got a special guest today, musician Alvalanker. So, yeah, stay with us, folks. You're going to want to see this. But yeah, Andrew isn't here yet, nor is Shayna. So,
Bobby, Nick,
Scott?
did you see the Rumble, what's happening with Rumble?
yeah, I did. I
Okay,
must have
just
fucked
checking.
something up. Yeah, I'll have to upload the episode later. But anyways, yeah, what are you speculating?
I
Scott?
suspect, because Shayna and Andrew are both running late, that possibly they got caught maybe doing something at the, and maybe
Doing the
Shayna's parents were
hoochie-coochie.
called. Yeah. Might be a little bit of
Us is doing the
hanky
hoochie-coochie.
panky.
Yeah,
I told him to bring me back
Right.
some memories today.
you did. It's your fault, Scott.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see you, Justa. I see you, JT. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. But yeah, Andrew and Shayna conveniently are missing, and we know they were together today. So yeah, it's kind of suspicious that they're both not here. Sean Riggle says insertion. Yes,
Maybe
there
they
was
both
some
went in the
insertion.
closet and they can't get out.
Yeah, maybe they're lost. Who knows? Oh shit! Cut of the jib with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much, Jib. Appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, how are you doing otherwise today, Scotty?
I'm doing pretty good. I got up 2 hours before the show instead of the regular half hour. I feel a little more on top of my game.
Well, that's good. Now, we were talking a little bit before the show about your pen. Last night,
Yeah,
you
this
seemed
thing
to be leaning
sucked.
towards. Yeah,
don't
last night
like
you
it.
seemed to be leaning towards that. Oh, maybe this is some good shit. But then today, you're leaning more towards the.
Yeah, I'm done with it. When this thing's spent, which will happen during the show, I'm done with it. I won't buy no more.
Oh, look
Andrew,
who's
tell
here!
me. I can't wait to find out.
Did you get busted doing something with Shayna?
Holy shit.
No.
No. Why are you late?
I had to open my computer up and stuff.
Okay. Well,
Did you see Shayna?
And
Yeah.
I was doing some last minute shorts.
oh, did you see Shayna though?
Yes,
You did see
all
Shayna.
day.
all day. That's good. That's good. Are Shayna and Andrew doing the post-coitus cuddle and having a cigarette? No, I don't think so. Doesn't sound like that's the case at all, unless Andrew's finally being shy. I don't see why he would be, though.
So, what kind of stories we got? Let me see your hand. Let me see the hand that grabbed that breast.
Didn't.
Ah!
Oh, you didn't grab any breasts today, huh? No
Did you
breast
try?
grabbing?
Did you try?
No.
It's probably wise. Gonna wait till tomorrow.
Well, I don't think she's back until next Wednesday again.
Whoa.
Because Chip wants to know, can we smell your finger, Andrew?
No,
So no stinky on the hang low.
she was wigging out to be expected.
Oh, she was kind of freaking out, that being her first day back.
Yeah.
You see her bra?
Gotcha. Oh, well, look who it is backstage, folks. We got Shayna as well. So,
Oh,
Well.
Shayna,
they conveniently
Shayna.
show up at the same time.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me, Andrew, you was just messing around with whatever you said because you both just showed up at the same time.
Hi,
That's-
guys.
That's kind of weird. Yeah.
Hello.
Now, what happened today, Shayna?
It went very well, actually. I only used my tablet twice today, which is a shocker for me. Yeah, it was interesting.
And what did I do all day today?
You stayed there all night, literally.
Oh, he took his guarded over you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
And he was awake all night.
Sounds like you
Okay.
played. Whoa.
He was awake all day.
Well, of
Surprising.
course, you were there.
So yeah.
So, all in all, Shayna, was it worth it?
Yes. Yes.
Are you excited to go back next week?
Yes.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
Second best decision of my life.
Yeah. Did anybody catch that?
I'm not. Second verse, same as the first, I think she said.
No. Second best. Second best
We-
decision of my life.
Oh,
Second best chicken since she was married.
I think she actually said second best decision of her life.
Oh,
Decision. I can't even fucking say decision.
Yes.
But that's okay.
you got your devices turned off, correct, Andrew?
Yeah, did
Nope.
you have your device turned off?
Nope.
I don't know.
Don't need to.
I only
No,
use
you
my-
don't need to. You're doing a podcast.
So all the talk last night was for nothing?
So, it was-
I only used my tablet twice today. So that's
Yeah,
pretty damn good.
but it was a lot of running around with you because you kept
Hey.
having an anxiety attack because we were in a big group.
Yeah? And so
Well, I mean, it is what it is. She's gotta have some patience with her, Andrew. She's getting used to things again. It can take some time for her to settle in there.
I'm
But at least
working
she
on
did it. At least you did it. I'm proud of you. Gotta say, I'm proud of you, Shayna. You did a good job.
Thank you, Bobby. I'm working on it with my one-on-one teacher. It does not happen overnight.
That's right. And Andrew, don't molest her too bad next week. Okay? But anyways, moving on. Let's introduce some people we got backstage. Please welcome to the show, Jerry Shepardini. Hey, Jerry, how's it going, man?
Great.
Great. Now, did you
Yeah.
hear? Did you hear the whole saga with
I
Andrew,
did.
Shayna?
I did. I heard Shayna was really nervous.
She was really
Yeah.
nervous. Yes.
Yeah.
She,
I read her Facebook status.
she may or may not have shit herself.
Oh, did you just sell her out like that, Andrew?
That's not really how you want to
Oh my
introduce
God.
your friends to people.
Hey, Shayna, we've all done it when we're nervous. It's all good.
Yeah, I shot myself 3 weeks ago. Shit, that's completely normal.
There you go. There you go.
You just broke her. You broke Shayna.
Shit. Shit. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yep, you broke her.
Goddamn.
But
Goddamn.
Andrew, did you shit yourself?
You just made me choke on my water. Thank
That's right. Yeah, what's everyone's favorite number? 69, dudes. That's right. But yeah, we have another very special guest to welcome to the show. We did the BYB podcast. Well, me and Jerry did the BYB podcast with him for quite a while. And he is also a musician. And you can find his tunes all over the place, anywhere, any streaming service that's out there. So please welcome to the show, Alvalanker. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, everybody? So fucking happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, no problem.
What's going on?
No problem. Now I see you just put out a new EP recently.
Yes,
Back in
I did.
July?
Yeah, it's called EP 23. It's just it's an EP. It's not a full album, but yeah, I plan to put out a full album in 2024. That's gonna have a lot of songs on it. But yeah, those are just a bunch of songs that I've been working on and never really fit on any other album. So I figured I'd release them on an EP and just put it out for this year, 2023. So I have something out. So and then just I'm working really hard on the next one.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. And yeah, I think a lot of people probably already know, but you did the old theme to Levy Land, right?
Yeah. Bob Levy let me do he asked me to do some demos for him, and I sent him a couple things, and yeah, I did. I was the intro song for his podcast for a while, which was really awesome. So I really appreciate that from Mr. Levy.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I actually missed it. I miss it because it. You know,
I might actually put it on an album, make a song out of it in the future. So
yeah, you should. You should. It's a good groove. That
yeah.
Are we
So,
doing
yeah.
Are we doing members only today?
No members only today since we got a guest, Andrew.
I was going to ask you something about.
Hold on, Andrew. I got to introduce someone else who's a little bit late, but that's okay because we love him anyways. Please welcome to the show, Mr. A. Mr. A.
Yeah, I heard somebody had an accident. They need some cleaning up.
My buddy.
They did, yeah. Unfortunately. I don't know where the fuck Scott went. Where the fuck is Scott? What the hell?
He had an accident. He'll be back.
See, everyone has.
Yeah, maybe he did have an accident. Oh, there he is. There he
I'm glad you had a nice day
Thanks, Scott.
today.
Yeah, I know. I'm choking in my own water.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's-
Hey, we got Reed Street Soap in the house. Good to
And
see you.
What's up, Mr. A? How's
Yo, how's it going? Long time no see.
yeah, man. Yeah, man, one of the best bits of all time that I ever did on was with Mr. A doing the Wizard of Oz. That written by Jim Grindle.
Oh god.
That was a
really?
great time.
I'm not aware of that one.
Are you okay, sweetheart?
Oh, I don't think you can post it on YouTube anymore. It's quite offensive.
Oh, really?
Big time.
I'm not even sure if
It was-
wrong
it was
with
written-
that.
We got Chuck in the house. It's been a while since
He
we've
wants to
seen
join
Chuck.
your band.
Yeah, Alvalanker, can I join your band?
No, he said, "Can I join your band?"
Either.
Yeah.
What was it Bobby P? Was it you, Alvalanker, or cousin Jim that was willing to help us with the new intro for with Bobby P's riff?
Oh yeah, I mean, me and Bobby P. Well, I actually did the intro for the old BYB podcast too, or the
The old
previous
one, yeah,
intro
yeah.
for the BYB podcast. But yeah, me and Bobby have always talked about doing some guitar tracks together. He just never. I don't think he really had the software or capabilities to really record anything, and he was always frustrated about that. So I definitely understand that. But
Don't speak ill of the dead.
That sucks because
Chuck says, Alvalanker, can I join your band? I can play Andrew's skin flute.
No, you can't.
You can only play one note on that, though.
And
It's not that
Reed
big.
Street Soap says, I finally got my internet installed. Missed y'all. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, we got someone else backstage who's a little late, but that's once again okay.
Scott's back.
Yeah, I know Scott's back.
Cookie.
Scott's been back for a while, Mr. A. But yeah, please, please welcome to the show from Cut of the Jib, Christopher.
Actually, look at the name. It's changed.
Oh,
There
you go. Yeah.
That's right. I was gonna take the day off, but I saw you guys were having this guy on, and I said, "Another guitarist, got to be here for this."
yeah, man, great to see you again.
Yeah, Bruce, do you know what those things are behind him?
Cookies. Yes.
Mandolins.
Yes.
No.
Violins. I don't know.
No. Oboe.
Are they drums? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna run out of
what's
instruments.
your idea for 3 musicians here? Me.
What's that?
Me, Alvalanker, and
Andrew's a musician?
You're a
yeah, I
musician?
got this. The
You
pipes.
got this?
Oh, he sings.
You got the pipe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andrew, sing something for Alvalanker.
Oh, good job.
You know what? I'm actually wondering how good my acoustic would sound. Let's just give it a test. I should have done this backstage, but it sound like absolute shit or what?
Actually, no, that sounded pretty good.
It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll try to utilize that. So
Let me know if you ever want to learn about some plugins.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I use
plugin.
a lot of VST plugins and stuff
Oh,
like
do you?
a lot of outdated stuff.
I'm gonna try and hook Scott
see,
up with the
Andrew's trying to
McRocklin.
sing right now for you, Alvalanker.
Those are tone shit.
Mike Cox says, "Good evening, guys. Bobby Nick, how many cigarettes have you smoked a day? I don't know.
An estimate?
But I get, at this point, no, because I woke up
It's,
at like
it's impossible to
6:30.
keep track.
He smoked
But-
1, 2, 3 cigarettes.
I've smoked a cigarette every half an hour. That's all I know.
We need to turn this whole Bobby Nick, how many cigarettes did you smoke thing into like a Dr. Seuss book. 1 cigarette. 2 cigarettes.
I'll smoke a cigarette on a bus. I'll smoke a cigarette. In a house, I'll smoke a cigarette.
There you go. Yeah.
Will you
With a
smoke a
mouse.
cigarette with a mouse? Will you smoke a cigarette in your house? Will you smoke a cigarette if the alarm doesn't
You
go off?
think? You,
Cigarette with
you-
your arms cut off.
do you think the three of us could make a pop song?
We try.
How come you're not thinking about the other guitarist over here, Scott? Why are you forgetting about him?
Yeah, what the fuck, Andrew?
I need backup vocals. Who wants to be backup vocals?
Jerry and Mr. A.
Right, got harmonica.
Yeah, what?
Like, I want to make a no filter. This is gonna be a very stupid idea. You're probably gonna laugh, but
Probably
Yes.
so.
He's trying to
Yeah.
make a band.
I want to make a no filter band where we can just do some
Hey
music.
man, if you got
Yeah,
like
because
$5,000,
latency's awesome. Yeah, because latency's
Yeah,
awesome
right.
on these things.
yeah. Well, there actually
Sure
is a
is.
software you can use. There's a software called Jam Kazam, which is pretty good with latency. Where you could jam with people in real time.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's neat.
Oh, really, eh?
Let's do it.
That'd be dope if we could do that.
Dope.
Yeah,
Be
but
sick
dope,
as
man.
shit.
Dope.
Yeah.
You want to know the thing that has pissed me off is
What's
that I
dope?
wasn't going to buy these, but
Yeah.
everybody was telling me they're great for, for mixing in studio and all that stuff. Whenever I try and use a guitar plug-in with these, I get the worst latency, like a second later. If I ever use the guitar, I have to hardwire. I can't
Oh, really?
use these $500 earbuds.
Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yeah.
I just use Sony MDRs, old school Sony MDR headphones.
Yeah, I got some cheap Sonys that are like $20 and they work fine. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
gotta
crazy.
suck.
Well, apparently, from what I understand, it's because Mac doesn't have a gaming mode, whatever the hell that is. And it's something that they're working on that
Aren't
gets
all
rid of
Mac owners
latency.
gaming?
Hey, you shut your mouth, Jerry.
I'm in
Don't
gay
make
man
me-
mode all the time.
Shut the
Don't make me
fuck up,
get Jerry Hudson.
Actually, if you watch like any old Opie and Anthony episodes, they are wearing Sony MDR headphones in all the
Oh,
in the studio.
nice.
Now,
Those must be the good
Yeah.
Sonys.
They
now,
are. They're
Andrew,
really great.
now,
Shayna?
Andrew knows why I fall over every 5 minutes.
What happened?
Huh?
I said, now Andrew knows why I fall over every 5 minutes.
Something about it.
I had to
Okay.
help her up once or twice. I had to push her over once or twice.
Oh, Jesus, I thought you were bleeding out of the mouth, Bruce.
No, it's my guitar pick.
Ah! Oh,
No,
I don't think
Andrew.
we asked the most pertinent question about Shayna's
Only
day
these
and going over and seeing
jazz.
Andrew. Did he? I don't know if you asked this already, Scott, but did he grab your breasts?
You know, I already asked.
Okay, my bad.
He didn't
My
grab
favorite part, I
anything.
missed it.
He didn't grab
No?
anything. Nothing.
was
Nothing at
a-
all.
he was
Come
a
back with
gentleman?
nothing.
He's been on good behavior. We're proud of him.
He
I
had
tried.
to,
Kinda.
he
I
had
tried.
to,
I
he had to
tried.
help
Didn't
me up today. I fell over the door.
Hey, Corn!
He was a
That's
gentleman
good.
today. Did Andrew throw his coat over a puddle so that you could roll over it? No?
He had to help me up twice because I fell over.
She said he stood by her all day long and held guard over her.
Was he chivalrous? Did he hold the door for you? And by that, he just pressed the open the door button for handicap.
I kept falling over because my armrest is broken.
Let me get this door for you. And he just presses the button that's on the wall, One time I was holding the door for a lady and she pressed those automatic door openers and the fucking door pinched me. I almost knocked her out. Because it moved. Like I was holding it, it moved and it fucking pinched me. I was like, I'm holding the door for you. You fucking hit the open. What's wrong with you? Sorry.
What a piece of shit.
Andrew had to help me up twice today because I fell over.
You fell?
You went over.
You fall in.
She fell for you, Andrew.
Yeah,
You finally got a chick to fall for you, huh?
My armrest is broken.
I got a chick to fall for me a few weeks ago and I shoulder barged her.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got this old lady to fall for me when I fucking cracked her in the jaw.
My armrest is broken.
Take your wallet.
I leaned on it.
Of course,
Yeah.
Give her a header.
I took her shoes too.
Fucking header.
I
Was
fell
there
for
a
her.
roller wheel just spinning?
Hello.
My
took her
armrest doesn't work.
Please excuse me for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
My armrest does not work, Mr. A.
Your what's not working?
My armrest.
Your ass? I'll help you.
Her armpits?
I'll get your ass working in no time.
My armrest needs to get fixed.
Oh, well, you can rest your arm on me. You can rest assured, too.
I call first dibs on that asshole.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad.
Shame on you,
can
Mr.
Rest assured that I'll
There you
rest
go.
your head.
So
I'll be
Andrew
right
had
back.
to help me up because I was
Oh, yeah.
You want to play some Name That Tune? I can
Yeah.
play some riffs.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm going to play. Let me listen.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Let's see.
Whatever you like, Green Day.
That should be an easy one.
You mean good riddance time of your
Yes.
life.
Exactly.
Yeah, idiot.
Let's see.
Oh shit.
Ain't
that's a
talking
Van
about
Halen.
love.
Yeah.
It's
Van
kind of hard to
Halen.
play on acoustic with no effects, but yeah. Oh, here's a good one. I bet none of you'll get this one.
Stairway
Don't
to
stare away.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. Or-
Oh no.
Oh, smoke on the water. Smoke on the water. Yeah.
Even
He's
I
playing-
can play that.
He's playing everything that you're not allowed to play in a guitar shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seven Nation Army next.
He's trying to sell you his
No.
guitar. That's why. You can play all
Barry-
these great songs.
Bear Me
here-
Band.
here's-
Bear Me Band says,
Hold on.
"Yo, Alva, let's hear some death on that acoustic."
Okay.
Can you pull it off?
let's Yeah, I can. Do you know Scavenger of Human Sorrow? I can play that. Well, actually, this guitar is really high action. It's kind of really hard to play death metal on an acoustic.
Does it gent?
I can imagine.
Oh, yes.
Say your prayer. They're so long. to forget my song.
Every night.
You can do some tapping. Let's see if I can do Eruption.
You know what I haven't done all day?
I don't know if you're ready to hear that.
Yeah, we can hear that. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Corn is saying, "Fuck yeah!" That's right.
That's
Corn.
actually the easiest part of Eruption to play by far.
It is.
Yeah, everything else is fucking way harder.
But it's so crazy because one of the first things I learned of the Eddie Van Halen stuff was not the harmonics or anything. It was the two-hand tapping. And it's so funny that I'm not that great of a guitarist, but I got that part down, very early on. The other stuff, everybody's just like, well, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Now his riffs are really like, even like, for example, Panama is like a really, really like interesting riff. Like he's not using any major or minor chords really.
No.
And then they get this part. This is minor.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's got the sus chord that's in there and all that. And that really.
Yeah.
There you go. That's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, man.
You
So
got you.
speaking of Van Halen and all that, who are your biggest influences?
If I'm gonna be like really honest, from the beginning, I would definitely, it's kind of cliche, but I would definitely have to say the Beatles, like major influence.
Okay.
And then
and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you got to go back to the root of all of it.
I mean, they were the first band where I was like, I would listen to their stuff, and it was like kind of like smoking crack when you first heard it, and like you just could not like get enough of it. It's so, I don't know what the hell, the harmonies, whatever they did, like the production by George Martin, fucking untouchable. So they got a great producer, so also. And and then I got in, my parents, what they played around the house was mostly Pink Floyd and Queen, some Aerosmith, Def Leppard in the early 90s. And then I started to get into my own, like on my own stuff, and start listening to like only what my parents listened to. And I got, the stuff at the time when I was growing up in the early to mid 90s was like, Nirvana just like broken in. And then before you knew it, Kurt Cobain had killed himself. It seemed like it happened so fast. Like Nevermind came out, and then he was dead. It happened so fast back then. But Sublime.
You don't mind me. If you don't mind me asking, Alvalanker, you look to be my age, or
what
a little bit older.
What age? I don't even know how old you are.
27.
42.
Oh, I'm actually 9 years older than you. I'm 36. I was born in 1987. So I'm a boomer.
You look young for your age, man. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've actually done a lot of drugs. So probably the next 10 years, I'm going to start to age really fast.
Yeah.
So this is not going to last much longer.
Just get on some human HTR, you'll be fine.
There you go.
Working great for everybody else.
But as far so then Alice in Chains in the 90s, and then I really started to get into Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer, which was like one of my thrash years. And that's when
musical influences, I try to sound most like James in my vocal style.
James Hetfield, yeah.
Yeah. See,
that's not a
and that's
bad
why
thing.
Andrew walks around going Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, right.
It's because of that influence.
Yeah.
Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Dave Mustaine became a big influence, and then I got into Def, the band Def, which somebody recommended in the chat. I love Chuck Schuldiner; it's definitely a big influence. And then I started getting into, I pretty much got more progressive, complex stuff over time. And then I started getting into bands like Between the Buried and Me, and actually old school bands like Cynic, who were they played with Def. And they're more obscure bands that nobody's probably ever heard of. But Between the Buried and Me, a lot of people probably heard of. They were pretty insane and awesome.
Hey, have you ever heard of Volbeat?
Volbeat?
Volbeat.
Volbeat.
No, is there any? What are the any notable musicians in the band?
No, Andrew.
Have you heard of them?
No,
I know them. They got a bunch of hits. I'm just failing to think about them right offhand. I know what Andrew's talking. I know what Andrew's talking about. They remind me of Metallica meets old school rock or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they ended up doing a Guns N' Roses cover of Shotgun Blues.
Okay, I was just gonna say Shotgun Blues reminds me that Guns N' Roses is definitely also a major influence, and so is Frank. I got to throw Frank Zappa in there also. Frank Zappa, big time.
Zappa with or without Steve Vai?
But I love Zappa's stuff when he was in the Mothers of Invention before Steve Vai was even born, I think. So
Nice.
So yeah, I go like with Zappa. My dad got me into Zappa at an early age. Like that was like totally different shit. I never heard anything like that stuff. I heard like the album "We're Only in It for the Money" from 1968, which was absolutely massively influential. Just like not only on music, but just it's like on my life, how I perceive the word, and my sense of humor too. Because that album has like a lot of comedy in it, a lot of like just funny, goofy shit. So, yeah, Frank Zappa, from the Mothers of Invention until the day he died in '93, which I remember vaguely. And of course, yeah, like Steve Vai was great. Like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, all those guys, Jason Becker, and of course Randy Rhoads from Ozzy Osbourne's band. Unfortunately, he died very young. And
yeah, he was really young. That was crazy. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I remember hearing about that later on.
Yeah, he's Andrew. He was Andrew's age when he died.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who do you think Megadeth's best lead guitar player was? Besides
Marty Friedman. And then Chris Poland after that, I think.
Now Marty Freeman's in Japan now doing stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does stuff.
That's right, Jerry.
I think he has a television show with Paul Gilbert, where they do like just like riff challenges and stuff. Yeah, if you watch, maybe he has Paul Gilbert on as a guest a lot, but yeah, I've seen. If you look up on YouTube, there's a lot of videos of them on that show. I know what show you're talking about, or that he's really popular there. But he did have a TV show, and Paul Gilbert was a guest all the time, and they just have people throw out random requests, and they would just play them and just have like back and forth riff contests. It's an awesome show. I wish they would have a show like that in the fucking United States, but God forbid.
Here's a good question for you. If you could put a super group together with any of the people with your favorite bands, what would it be and what would you call it?
That is a fucking awesome question. I mean, I could probably come up with a better list if I had more time to think about it, but if I'm gonna say it right now, I guess Jesus Christ on bass guitar.
Jesus Christ in it.
I didn't know he played an instrument.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
he could,
I just thought he was cross.
You like that question?
I think I love that question. I'm just trying to think, man. It's so hard to think.
Yeah, because there's so many factors in that, Andrew. It's like, first of all, you got to think,
Yeah.
would they be able to work together? Secondly, would they be able to mesh together in terms of their
'cause
sound?
there's so
So
many different
there's-
styles of bass players in general. I'm thinking of like so
Yeah.
many different styles.
I don't know.
Like,
Sorry.
Even with all this noise in the background, it's fucking hard to keep me focused, but I'm trying to.
all right,
well,
so I could
you're doing pretty good.
I could definitely give you some good answer. I would probably, you ask me right now, I would say, all right, Eddie Van Halen on lead guitar, and Neil Peart on drums. He was a fantastic drummer. Like people consider him one of the best all time. I think he was the drummer for what the fuck is that Canadian bit? Rush, yeah. And then Jesus Christ.
Didn't he die recently?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. On bass guitar, I would put the guy from Primus.
Les Claypool.
Les Claypool, yeah. Okay. So and I guess rhythm guitar. I would put for rhythm guitar, you know who I put was a great rhythm guitar player? Was Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's a good one,
Izzy, I think, was a part of the writing mojo for
totally. When he
Oh,
left, when he left, the band's sound definitely changed.
1 second, I'm gonna try to get the
Close your door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good golly.
And then lead
Sorry
singer,
about this,
I would
folks.
fucking probably put Freddie Mercury. That's a pretty awesome band, I think.
Yeah. Freddie had badass vocals. He could command a crowd too. He was very charismatic. 100%.
I think pretty much all of the musicians I named
It's a
could command
shame
the
he
crowd.
couldn't put his dick away.
Well, you know.
It
I don't-
happens that way sometimes. Yeah. What do you do?
Sometimes, yeah.
Didn't he die of AIDS?
Yes, he did, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died of
That's
AIDS.
what-
I think
that's why
technically he
said
died of pneumonia, which was caused by AIDS.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said.
Yeah, we
That's a
got
good-
you. Heard you loud and clear.
And
Yeah, Jerry Lahane says best singer in my lifetime, Freddie. So there you go.
And you know, second, I probably put David Coverdale is also like one of the best vocalists ever.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
Very underrated, not talked about enough, I think.
I agree with you. Whenever I listen to Whitesnake, I say to myself, that is a three-dimensional 80s band that most of those bands didn't have 2 dimensions, let alone 3.
Oh.
Just incredible.
Talking about Whitesnake.
Yeah.
And he could
I was
still
lucky-
sing today.
Here I go again.
I was lucky enough to go to a guitar. I was lucky enough to go to a guitar center with Rudy Sarzo, and then that night they did a concert, and I was front row when Steve Vai played with them.
Holy shit!
And
Oh, wow.
yeah, I seen Steve Vai's pubic hairs.
Wow. Yeah, he likes to dress in crazy.
Did they
fucking-
remember you?
Huh?
What?
Did they remember you?
No, man. I mean, after that guitar seminar, when they look out in the even though I was on the front row, they don't really see you. They just look right through you. Plus, I'm a dude.
Right. I only remember the chicks.
I was just another long-haired kid, man.
Andrew.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Now do you know why I follow for 5 minutes?
What?
Say again, honey.
I said
Honey,
now
honey.
do you?
He
do
called you
know
honey,
why I
Shayna.
follow for every 5 minutes?
Something about every 5 minutes.
Now she knows why Bobby and Nick used to smoke every 5 minutes.
No, I follow for.
Oh, why
I
you
thought he
fall
changed it to every
over.
30.
Yes,
Oh,
I did
I
now.
thought she says I farted every 5
yes,
minutes.
I'm having the same issue.
Oh, that's
well,
not
Mr.
good.
Ray and I must have the same internet provider.
Maybe.
Then
Sean Regan says, Scott only has the sweet, sweet memories of Steve Vai's views. That's right, Sean.
Yeah, Steve Vai actually also prayed for Frank Zappa's best. I think Frank Zappa discovered
Right.
Steve Vai. So
Yep.
and Steve Vai has some great on YouTube. There's really hilarious, great stories of his time with Frank.
Oh, yeah, and there's
I'm
a
sorry.
great documentary on him as well, and I think it's a documentary series he put together, if I remember correctly.
Mr.
Yeah,
Ray,
yeah.
I have a long story to tell you later.
Hey Bruce, I heard you mention rhythm, and I don't know if you know this about rhythm, but rhythm is a dancer. It's a soul's
I knew that was
companion.
fucking coming.
Oh, jeez.
Rhythm is a dancer.
Steve Vai was the reason I started playing guitar. The first time I heard Yankee Rose.
Oh yeah, the David Lee Roth song. Yeah, yeah.
See, but I gotta say, I think Jason Becker was probably the best guitarist that David Lee Roth ever had in terms of his solo career, because that one song, A Little Ain't Enough, you never hear it anywhere, but that thing sounds like Van Halen on steroids.
He's the one that ended up being crippled, right?
Yeah, he had Lou Gehrig's disease or something. Really fucking.
You know what?
Tragic.
Song
Gehrig's disease. Did you know that?
You know what song I really dig to this
Who's
day?
misdiagnosed? Sorry.
What's
Painkiller.
that?
Painkiller, Judas Priest.
No.
Painkiller by
that's
Judas
a fucking
Priest.
awesome song, yeah.
Death also does a cover of that. If you want to check that out, Andrew, there's a great cover of that by the band Death.
Oh, cool.
They do like a really heavy version of it.
Coffin fodder.
Andrew, you need to see the movie that was kind of inspired by Judas Priest. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it. It's called Rockstar, and it probably has the best soundtrack on it.
Yeah,
I watched that shit 100 times.
Me too.
I saw that in theaters. Yeah, I brought a bunch of my friends with me to see that in theaters, and I was like trying to inspire them to fucking get in a band with me, but it never worked out.
Oh yeah, that soundtrack, I played the heck out of that soundtrack.
This jacket's too hot.
I have literally been trying to get in a band since I was 16.
Oh wow.
It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's hard to get a group of people dedicated.
Now, have you, Alvalanker, have you always been a solo act, or have you been in bands?
No, I've been in a lot of bands. I only became a solo act really in 2018, like for the first time. I've released 5 solo albums since 2018, so that's 5 solo albums in 5 years, which I'm pretty proud of. And I never really released anything official with any of the bands I was in for years. Like I had like a 24-hour, like I pretty much rented a recording studio that I had access to 24/7, like for like 4 years. And
wow.
So I basically kind of lived there like half of my life, and for that time. And I had a band with a really great drummer and a good enough bass player, but he wasn't dedicated. They were both mailmen, which they were both mailmen, so they were always exhausted, but they were both like really like talented or really driven. And
I'm a male man.
Yeah, but you're a little fucking strange. But
so he'd fit in perfectly.
Yeah, I'm a male man.
I have Mr. A as lead vocalist in my band in a second.
There
But,
you go.
Fucking hat don't fit.
If you just have to work for free, that's the only
Don't fit.
But yeah, I was in a band. The names don't even matter. But we played. We toured. We did our own little tours of like just the tri-state metropolitan area, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia. And we played. I met a lot of people that I'm still friends with at all those places and during those shows. And you know what I noticed? Like it's so crazy. Like how like bands, like when you're in a band and you're in the band world and you're in the music world and you're trying to get there. Like bands are so supportive of each other and they're so nice to each other and always willing to help each other and they actually do help each other. And then when you get into the comedy world, it's like so like backstabbing and everybody is just mean to each other and it's so much more vicious. Like
what's the biggest, most famous band you have ever played with?
The most popular band I ever played with is probably Slick Idiot or with NS, who was from the band KMFDM, which they were really had a bunch of big hits in the 1980s.
I remember them.
And early 90s. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. They had some songs like "Drug Against the War" was one of their big songs. But they had they were pretty big in the 80s. Like they're from Germany, so they're much bigger in Europe. But they have a big following in the United States. So I toured with them in 2012 for their North American tour, in 2015 again for their North American tour on guitar, and drove all over the United States and Canada, which was fucking amazing. It was one of the best times. I mean, looking back, it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. But at the time, it did kind of suck because touring on a low budget like really sucks. It's like it's pretty brutal. Like man, you're like,
oh yeah,
especially having shows every night, having to drive to the next city, which is like 9 hours away.
Right.
Like it's tough. And we're the main act, so we have to wait until like 11 or 12 p.m. or a.m. to fucking even go on stage. So it's tough, but it was definitely worth it by far.
How do lead singers keep their vocals in shape after show after show after show?
Drink honey.
The best advice I would say is
suck a lot of dick.
Don't smoke cigarettes.
It's in the jizz, man.
No, you can't
learned-
suck the dick. You just gotta get someone to jerk off and then jizz in your mouth, because if you suck the dick, your jaw will get too tired and you can't sing too well. So you
gotta forgive them. They've been watching the Go-Go's documentary.
Well, that also happens if you eat too much pussy too. Your fucking jaw will get
You're kidding.
You also get cancer. You get cancer doing that.
Well, you get cancer. Apparently, sucking dick gives girls cancer too. So increases the risk. But no, that's a good question. That's a good question, Andrew. The best advice I would give singers is don't smoke cigarettes. Pretty much smoke as least amount of cigarettes as possible to protect your voice, and don't drink alcohol because that'll dry out your vocal cords and your throat, and especially before a show. And keep
Such
your
a
voice.
liar. He's a liar.
I would say also take. I've heard that taking fish oil and krill oil also helps keeps your vocal cords and throat lubricated, and your larynx lubricated, and basically don't abuse your voice. It's that your voice is your instrument. So just like I'm a guitar player, my hands are very important. So I take care of my fucking hands.
Yeah,
me too.
You gotta. So now, as a solo artist, have you gone out at all and did any gigs? Is that a possibility?
I've done a bunch of gigs. Just haven't really been able to like set up a tour or finance a tour, which I'm planning to want to do.
I would have you come here if I had the money.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
one of these days, things are gonna get better, and I'm gonna have much more money to finance something. But right now I do a lot of open mics and or I go to like open jams at bars and stuff and jam with it. It's really starting just to come back and get really big again the way it was before COVID. Because when COVID hit, all that shit shut down for like until 2022, basically. It took like 2 years.
I'm around the Wisconsin area. If you're around that area anytime,
Yeah, I've been to Wisconsin on tour. Yeah, I played shows in Wisconsin.
Like,
And the thing is, you know, I'm sure that you probably figured out what I did after many years of being in bands and all that stuff, is when you start to do your solos, it's like, wait a minute, I have complete control over what I'm doing here. So it causes you to have more output a lot of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Causes you to have more output, a lot of freedom, but it's also obviously it's a lot more work, and you know you have to.
And
there is some
more of a
learning
gamble.
curve. Yeah, definitely. And you know, a lot of great, really some of the best guitar players and musicians started off as drummers, and that definitely shows in their playing and ability to write songs. I did not.
Drum, but my hands aren't very good.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of a big deal for drumming, but yeah, I unfortunately I didn't start off a drummer. So
nice letting him down softly there. Good bedside manner.
Andrew can take it. Andrew can take it.
Andrew can't put his pillow behind his head.
Yeah,
that's why I stick to vocal things.
Yeah, you gotta. It's better to stick to one thing and get really good at it than be, you know, mediocre at a bunch of different things.
Yeah,
but I'm still learning really how to compose drums and stuff like that.
I have the people that say I sound like a mentally challenged fool when I sing.
People have said much worse to me.
Andrew, we haven't said that about you in a very long time. Okay,
it's been a while now.
Yeah, I've been called way worse. Don't worry. So
no, not like people that even on Smeel, the app I'm on, I get tormented sometimes.
Oh, dude! When I was on, I made a few appearances on Compound Media. I was on In Hot Water. I didn't play guitar, but I was on there. I was on there with Lucy Sunflower, the porn star, and I was on. I did play guitar in the Dump. I had my own little episode that Bobby Tamburo,
I remember that.
And, Steve Conti. Yeah, I really appreciate Bobby Tamburo and Steve Conti and Drew and Garrett for that. They thank you guys for that. That was awesome. It was one of the best times of my life. And
you're welcome.
Anyone but Europe.
And Iraq, yeah. I don't.
No.
Yeah, Iraq was there. Iraq was there, and I remember Iraq was pissed because they made a comic strip of something making fun of Iraq for being fat, and like that was the whole big drama thing during the day. Because Iraq fucking he still doesn't like that stuff, and I holy shit, it's Sarah. That's I know that girl Sarah. She's a drummer. She's actually a really great drummer.
Oh, cool.
What's up, Sarah?
There you go.
Thank you. Thanks for showing up.
So we have to figure out what program y'all use so we can put something together.
Andrew's ready to jam, I guess.
To record, I basically started off with a 4-track tape recorder back in like 2001. That's what a Tascam 4-track tape recorder.
Right.
And
I remember those. I had a Crown reel-to-reel.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my dad still has a reel-to-reel.
Is it real though?
It is a real reel-to-reel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But then around like 2006, I finally I was pretty much just all I could do was make cassette tapes, and by 2006, nobody was really gave a shit that if you gave them a cassette tape, they just throw it in the fucking garbage.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of switch. I had to embrace digital and switch over to digital and learn. I started off with using Cakewalk,
Cakehorn,
which is made by my Sonar Cakewalk, and then I tried Audacity and Fruity Loops and all that stuff.
The audacity of that, Jesus.
Yeah, I still Shut the fuck up. And then I switched to Ableton Live, which I use now, which is awesome. And I also took a class and got certified in Pro Tools. So
I'm learning Ableton at the moment, and that I'm so used to Adobe Audition that Ableton is like cool. It's a totally different animal. But apparently it's easier to bring in your plugins, though.
Yeah, Ableton is awesome. You can install like VST plugins pretty easily. Just pretty much like copy and paste them into the folder of Ableton. It'll find them, recognize them. Like for example, I use Guitar Rig 5, which is a VST plugin made by Native Instruments, and I use that with.
Hold on, let him finish his thought.
Sorry. I was just saying I use Guitar Rig 5, which is a VST plugin, and I also use tons of VST plugins. You know the Waves? Remember the Waves plugins? I still have all those. That's like I use all those. Wow. They're kind of outdated, but
I got a lot of the Neural DSP ones, and then I got the Tonex and the Polychrome DSP.
Yeah, you know what I really want to get is Axe Effects or something like that. But
have you ever heard of Smule? It's a Canadian karaoke.
I'll look at your Smule.
I do not believe I have. Never heard of Smule.
It's just for karaoke. It's not for it's not for people
it's good for Mr.
play
A,
their
then.
instruments on there. Yeah, it'd be good for Mr. A.
But if you ever want to listen to my demos of my voice,
your demos,
Yeah, man. Let's start chatting. Hey, Meow. That's another one of my friends from a certain place.
You got a whole crew.
Now my dog is like.
Yeah, these are my buddies that support me. Thank you so much, Meow. I appreciate you.
Bobby, you may want to tell these new people about memberships.
Yeah, well, you click that join button, and for $5.99, you can join the No Filter Plus. And with that, you get shout outs, and you get your name on the bottom of the ticker. So if you want to join for $5.99 a month, only $5.99 a month, folks, the shout outs are like this: Terry Nee, Tyler Christen, Bad Fox, Bybee, Mars, Isaac Walmart, BYB Podcast, Pulperady, Dave Daffler, Corndiff, Reed Street Soap, Zar, The Cut of the Jib, David Chandler, and American Cupcake. So there you go. And along with that $5.99 a month, folks, you get approximately 8 bonus episodes a month as well. So members only shows.
I wish YouTube had a lucid policy on music and karaoke things, because I want to do.
Me too, Andrew. Me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too.
That's why we got Rumble.
Yeah.
I can't do it on my YouTube channel because I want to get monetized.
Oh man, you can put almost anything on Rumble. Holy shit, I've seen some stuff that
you see the stuff Andrew's done on Rumble.
Oh,
didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy what you can do on Rumble.
Now I'm not even talking about like sexual or violent stuff. Just like political stuff that they would never like the U.S. government would never want you to ever see. Like it's some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you did it on YouTube, your video would be deleted and your account would probably be permanently banned.
Steven Crowder got a strike the other day and not allowed to stream because he talked about a certain manifesto that a certain person ended up leaving behind. They tried to say because he read it, he was a part of a terrorist organization.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense because I remember NBC posted the entire manifesto of the guy who shot up a school and killed like 32 people. And they actually did. They actually opened. They knew what it was. It said what it was, and they didn't call the FBI or alert the authorities or anything, but they had NBC security there when they opened it.
yeah.
And
well,
and then they went on the air, and we do realize we are basically posting the manifesto of a madman and letting him be, so they like apologized up front and then just showed you everything. And then all the other media outlets.
This particular manifesto would not look good for NBC if they ended up reading this one.
Well, that is true, because we did take a look. We did take a look at it on BYB podcast on Monday. And
did you get in trouble?
No, we managed to be okay. But the thing was, it was even taken off Twitter a little later on. So Derek was worried about that. But
make that
so
a Rumble
far, so
exclusive. Tell them to go and take it because they could pick it up later and say, "Oh, these guys are talking about that." And yeah.
Damn.
Holy Christ, Andrew.
I've heard a few manifestos.
I think a dinosaur was just born.
I feel like you get a headache every day.
Yeah, I do.
I could take a
But
nap.
Alvalanker, I've listened to a lot of your songs, and you have some pretty good songs. But I noticed that the lyrics are pretty controversial.
I might like this. I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I was thinking about that, and I have gotten some blowback and feedback from people about my my lyrics on certain songs, not on all songs, but and a lot of my songs are instrumentals, but yeah, I did. I grew up in the age. I remember they had this thing called the assault weapons ban, and then like right after that, Columbine happened. right after they instituted the assault weapons ban. So then all of a sudden, the school shootings started happening all the time. So I grew up kind of. That was like mainstream shit, and everybody and my schools were always like so paranoid about that stuff. I was a quiet kid in school, so they actually told my parents to like take me to a psychiatrist because they're afraid I was going to become a school shooter. So, they told a lot of. I found out later on that they did this to a lot of kids, and a lot of their parents flipped out and told them to fuck off. But my parents apparently just they did send me to a psychiatrist, which was bullshit. I think it kind of ruined my life.
Fucking madhouse over there, Andrew.
I'm over here looking through your songs there. I am not seeing a "Let's Go Brandon" song. When's that coming?
Well, yeah, my songs haven't been like too political, but that might.
We want a "Let's Go Brandon" song. Damn it!
Yeah. Yeah, I try to like, the thing is like I'm mostly like I really don't identify as anything, but I guess you could say I'm more libertarian than anything.
Oh, I thought you meant male or female.
Of course, Mr. A's got to fucking steer it in that direction.
Of course, that's what he does.
But yeah, I feel like my logic is like most musicians and young people that listen to music are probably like really people with very little life experience and not a lot of knowledge, but they're probably like stick to like liberal and like commie and Marxist ideologies, even though they're not even aware of that. So I try not to get too political just so I don't lose that fan base because as soon as I get political, I'll lose like all those people who, if they actually find out that I'm like, kind of a Trump supporter. And I think
I tend to not care about that, but I don't have the audience that you have. But I mean, like my next EP is going to be called Midgets and DeLoreans. So.
What?
Yeah, Midgets and DeLoreans. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to be like as offensive as I could, but not really. I could have been more offensive, but. Yeah, so I was gonna say like some of the lyrics do involve lyrics about school shootings and shooting kids, but it's not pro that. It's just
Showing the
my
reality.
perspective. I'm just commenting on reality, and I was thinking that just as a joke, since there really there's not really school shootings going on now, but if you notice, there's a war in Israel, and they're actually bombing schools now. They're bombing schools and hospitals with little kids in them. So I was like, I could change. I could move up a level from shooting kids to just blowing schools up.
Well, there you go.
Could be
There you go.
my
Yeah,
next
I
thing.
mean, honestly, my favorite song of yours is K-Pin. And
Yeah,
that one
that's-
is about a school shooter. And
Yes,
but,
it's got-
he gets his in the end, though. So,
Yes. It also addresses like corrupt police and stuff, and
that too. Yeah.
I grew up the only thing that was on fucking television when I was from the age of like 6 to Mr. A, don't even say anything, from the age of 6 to 9.
Oh, he's gonna say it.
Yeah. But from that age, like the only thing that was on television was the O.J. Simpson trial. So like all I heard about was how corrupt the fucking LAPD was and shit. And so yeah, I learned all about that at an early age.
We had to watch that in high school, and I just remember being like, "Is this thing ever going to be over? Is there going to
Me
be
too.
a season 2 of this?"
Yeah, me too. I remember sitting at the dinner table and this fucking just seeing like Judge Ito every fucking day. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't really even understand what was going on. I just know this guy killed his ex-wife or something. And but yeah, over the years I got really into the OJ trial, and I know like all the major I'm pretty interested in it. It's a really fascinating story. And I still really honestly don't even know. I'm not 100% convinced that he did it, because
I think there was a second person.
I think he could have hired people to do it. I think he probably did know about it and have something to do with it, but
hired someone to brutally murder his wife.
But you know what? Also, I did read the book If I Did It, and he kind of incriminates himself a bunch of times in that book.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make it look like an accident, or do you want me to horribly, brutally murder someone? Only something somebody would do if they had, like, fucking rage in them, a fucking emotional attachment to the fucking situation.
Well, there was one theory that it could have been his son, and the whole thing with that being that she didn't show up to him grand opening of a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, that was his son Jason, they assume. And his son Jason was actually one of the first people that ran out when he in the Bronco chase with AC Cowlings, who was the driver. When he pulled up back into his house and all the media was there. It was like one of the most famous shots. The media was there, all the fucking whole LAPD was there. His son Jason was the first one to run up to the car. And
Jason, my boy.
He's fucking lucky he didn't get shot, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because they had snipers like surrounding that whole area. But,
I
was
remember
crazy shit.
watching that as it was happening. Our school was on a trip to I think the Outer Banks or something like that, and we got back and it's like, what the hell is this? And we just continued to watch it because we thought the guy was gonna kill himself.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what? That was during the New York. I'm from New York City, and I consider myself a New York Knicks fan, even though I haven't watched a Knicks game since 2004 because they suck. But back in 1994, when the day that police chase happened, that was Game 5 of the NBA Finals between the Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
And John Starks was on fire.
No, John Starks and Patrick Ewing had like one of the greatest games in Knicks playoff history that night. And they like
I'm a huge Bucks fan over here. They just got Dane and Giannis both on the same team.
Yeah, but what happened in 1982?
The Bucks, were they even around in 1982?
Yeah, they became an expansion team with the Hornets in '87, I want to say.
Next year.
Oh wow, the Charlotte Hornets have been around since '87. Yeah.
Yep. But then they became the Pelicans for a little while. Then the Bobcats turned into the new Hornets.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention after like Charles Spiro left the Knicks and Stephon Marbury came in. They made the playoffs in 2004 and they got swept by the Nets in 4 games. And I was like, fuck this. But that was when the Nets were good. They had Jason Kidd and they're a good team.
Jason
Kidd. Holy cow, it's supposed to be 60 on Wednesday.
Holy cow.
Scott, what are you eating?
Yeah,
So I think I saw some chicken.
It's like chicken. It's fried chicken.
Yeah, chicken and mashed potatoes. Roast chicken and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It's a healthy.
Mr. A, I got a long story for you later.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you already told him, Shayna.
No, about my sister, actually.
Oh.
All right. I hope she's doing good.
No,
So,
kinda.
Jerry, what's the music scene like there in Scotland?
I don't know.
Is there like
bagpipes?
Yeah,
They
we're
have,
still
like, rock-
playing them. Yeah.
No. I mean,
Formations,
like,
everything.
I'm sure they have like a really big underground punk rock scene in Scotland.
They used to. I'm not sure nowadays because ever since COVID shit, I don't know. I don't really go out or pay attention much. I just put on Spotify and see what comes up. But it's really annoying now because not even your stuff shows up when I go to Discover Weekly and it's showing me songs from like 18 years ago. Like it's showing me System of a Down, like fucking Chop Suey came on earlier, and I was like, Discover Weekly. This came out like 18 years ago. What the fuck?
Why'd you leave the ketchup upon the table? He wanted to.
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't Paramore's coming up and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh no, I left
I can play that song. That's actually an easy song to play.
Wow! Want to live on the soda? I'm sorry, were you playing it?
Yeah, he was playing it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over it.
Some reason music
When
doesn't
I'm
work on the
feeling
computer.
down, I always play Lonely Day on my Alexa.
Lonely Day. I know that. I kind of know it.
And it's mine.
So,
I'm so
it's like something like that, A minor or something. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It wasn't a
That's
hit.
Andrew Whalen.
It's like the intro. It's the intro song to one of their albums. It's a short little tune, but it's a good song. Good shit, Andrew. Good fucking.
There you go.
You know, the title of
says,
the show.
Slow down, Fitz, before you get choked.
Oh boy,
I'm hungry, man.
title of the show
Think
could
that's
be
chicken
Hitler.
stock.
You wouldn't know it's just cut off right now. You see that?
What is Scott eating?
LTR.
I was eating chicken.
So Cookie Crisp. What are some of your favorite guitars to play? Like what's your like baby and like what are the ones you really like the most? Yeah, you got a lot of guitars, man.
Oh yeah, well they're all for different things. You know, my number one is probably the Les Paul. It's a Slash November Burst Gibson Les Paul, and that thing has so many tonal variants to it. When you mess with the tone knobs and the volume knobs, it's just incredible. Whenever I need to do 80s style stuff, I always end up going with the the EVH Wolfgang because of the Floyd Rose.
Hell
For
yeah.
the bluesy stuff, I kind of rotate between the Les Paul, the John Mayer Silver Sky, and this $300 Telecaster over here. It's a Latitude Lark. I kind of
I
go
have
between
a
those.
question.
Say what?
The John Mayer's a Strat, right?
Yeah,
he plays a Strat. Yeah,
yeah.
He's really good, man. He's a great guitar player.
Oh yeah, and as I've gotten older, it's like I'm more and more into the blues now. So I find myself doing more of that type of stuff.
I have a question.
Yeah. My stepdad
Andrew has
was
a question.
huge into the blues. Go ahead. Sorry, Andrew.
Why do people need multiple guitars? Why not just have one?
Yeah.
No.
Fucking show off.
They
Well,
do
no,
different
no.
things.
Yeah.
They
You can
don't.
see.
They all go
I have-
bum. That's what they all do. Okay.
I have one guitar that's tuned to E major all the time and set up in E major, and I have one guitar that's tuned to E flat. That's always set up to E flat, and I have one that's tuned to D standard tuning, which is always set up for that. So the thing is, you get the guitar set up. The neck is a certain way. You get the guitar set up with the neck a certain way, with the bridge a certain way for that specific tuning. If you fuck with that, you're not going to get the intonation is going to get fucked up, which means like every fret is supposed to sound the way it's supposed to sound. If that's called intonation, like it sounds like the note it's supposed to sound like on that fret. It's hard to explain, but yeah. And then there's also every guitar like has different pickups, different tones. So some like a guitar might be better for like a pop punk music, and another guitar might be better for like death metal, and another guitar might be better for blues. It really goes by. They all have different tones, and there's different tunings. There's different.
Scott only has one guitar, and he can play everything on it. He only's got one guitar.
Yeah, like an Ibanez, that's great for like metal and thrash metal, or even like just like death metal.
Do you have one guitar?
That's a fast playing guitar.
I got one guitar.
No, I got about 12 guitars actually.
He's got 12 guitars.
My first guitar was a
you
red Squire Stratocaster.
Joking.
Yeah, I was a big Dave Gilmour, really into Dave Gilmour, and I just wanted a Strat. So I got the red Strat that he uses in the Pulse DVD.
My first electric was Ibanez RX series, and I think they later became the RG series, which is like the $250 budget brand.
Yeah.
Guys, I hate to break
people.
it to you, but Andrew's just turned his back on all of us. He's just turned his back on all of us.
Don't turn your back on me.
I got called.
Sorry. Just thought I'd bring it to your attention. Oh,
Where'd Shannon go?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, she turned her back on us too.
So what about you, Scott? Like, what are you into playing? And what's your favorite guitars? Like, what are your favorite guitars?
Guitars tuned to
Riffs and all
My
that.
favorite.
three guitars turned to E.
When you come
My favorite. My favorite. Is Andrew talking?
You owe me a jam
Talking to his
session
wall.
when you come, Scott. We're doing it.
You owe him something.
Jam
he
Are
said.
you trying to sing like
Yo, my jam
fucking
session.
We're doing it.
the Doors guy? Who's the guy from the Doors?
We're
Who's
doing
that
it.
guy? I never heard of him. Who's that guy?
Jim Morrison?
That's what Andrew.
Doing it.
Yeah, Andrew's trying to sing like Jim Morrison. Didn't he start singing by facing the opposite way of the audience? Like he'd turn around and sing that way. Who did that?
Yeah, he
Who
was
sang that? Okay.
fucking weirdo. So did Sid Barrett. Sid Barrett would do that.
Oh, that's right, he did.
great.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on. Let me turn
I'm
around
sorry, I
and sing to the
forgot your
audience.
question. Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's how I sing to the audience.
It sounded like bubble wrap. Puppet.
It did. I had some
Sounded like a wet
asshole.
one.
I
Actually.
just looked at-
So yeah,
What's,
Scott, what
what's
are your
Ivy?
what are your favorite guitars and like what kind of music you into playing and stuff?
I'm pretty much strictly heavy metal. A lot of 80s glam metal type. Steve Vai's what got me started playing, and he's my favorite, more instrumental type player. And then Zach Wild would be my favorite band type of player.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, the
Zach
Zach Wild
is-
lot.
Yeah, he's a monster, man. He's one of the last great dudes, man. Yeah, him and Dimebag were the shit. Like, you know, Dimebag, tragic story,
Okay.
but
Yeah. I got several acoustics and nylon string guitars and banjos and stuff, but I pretty much just play that one guitar I showed you.
One guitar.
That's cool, man.
That's all he plays, even though he has 12 more other guitars.
Also, we were talking about Jason Becker. For people who don't know, Jason Becker was a real incredible virtuoso who had couldn't play anymore because he had
AIDS,
ALS, Gehrig syndrome. But he actually did compose.
He still writes music though.
Yeah, he has. I was going to get into that. He did record one solo album, which is fucking phenomenal. Like it's all instrumentals. Like I'm sure you guitar player guys have heard it. But that's unbelievable stuff. I mean, like you listen to that and you're like, what a fucking shame. Like what a waste. Like that he couldn't.
Yeah, I listened
do
to it and I'm
anymore.
just like, what a shame.
That shit will fucking rock your gut, blow your fucking mind. But he actually set up a system where he would compose stuff by like when he lost control of all his muscles and stuff, he could still move his eyes. Same thing with Stephen Hawking. And I think he used a similar system where he would start composing music with his eye movements. And he composed an entire album of like fucking classical music, like fucking Mozart shit. Just by using, no, that's Beethoven.
I'll do it with my eyes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Beethoven.
No, it's Star Wars.
So you got a little bit of. So you have a little bit of. You have a little bit of music theory under your grasp, I guess.
Yeah, I did. I had a really, really great guitar teacher when I went for guitar lessons. I went to guitar lessons for about 4 years at this place called Absolute Music in New Jersey, and my guitar teacher is named Charlie Pranio. I'm still in touch with him on Facebook and stuff. But he was my dad also was a guitar player in the 70s. He was in a band called Americade, which they had like one hit. You could probably on Wikipedia. You could probably Google him, Americade. But
I actually learned from this guy who used to be he's also a lawyer. It's a weird. You ever see this commercial? It's you want to learn the guitar? Call William Mattar. That's how I learned.
Guilty, 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 guilty.
But what was I saying?
Yeah, what were you saying?
I don't know. You
I had pretty much learned for years out of magazines like Guitar School and Practicing Musician and all that. So I learned all the shapes and everything, but I never really knew what I was doing. And then when years later, whenever I finally learned some music theory, it opened new doors for me. I was wishing I would have started that earlier in life.
Yeah. Everybody does. Like it's definitely great help. But yeah, I had a subscription to Guitar World fucking my entire all through middle school and high school. I would just read that, and I would learn the tabs, at the end of the magazine in the back pages they would always have tabs to songs and stuff, and you just sit there it's before the internet and everything, so you just sit there with a fucking magazine and just try to fucking learn the tabs off a piece of paper. And I remember I learned Sum 41, Fat Lip, that riff, that was one the first song I learned on with tablature, and realized wow, I know how to read tablature, and I learned off of it. But yeah, that was great. They also had they'd always have some cool scales to learn and less little exercises back there, and I would definitely always use those in Guitar World magazine. And I had a great teacher.
And I wish I would have. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, he taught me some music theory, and then when I was there, the reason I stopped going to lessons was because they told me pretty much that this guy had taught me all he could teach me, and it was they wanted to move me up to a more advanced level and start learning like jazz guitar and learning music theory and jazz chords and stuff. And I just didn't click with the teacher, and he started just like writing all these fucking notes and shit and giving me homework and stuff, like all this stuff I didn't understand, and it just kind of like ruined the fun. So I stopped going, but I had already learned, like I already developed my ear, and like right now I have like close to my
I developed
ear.
my rear too.
Well, yeah, I was developing both, over the years, but that I'll talk about developing my rear in another episode. But it involves petroleum jelly and things like that. But yeah, theory, I definitely learned some theory, and that was, just basic like major minor scales, pentatonic scales,
right.
Diminished, augmented stuff. And then I actually I took a music class in high school I took 4 years of like a music classes.
Everyone took music class in high school. It's called music.
Not in no, not in high school. No, in middle school, yeah. At elementary
I didn't have
school,
music class in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had it in elementary school and middle school, but in high school it was an elective that you had to sign
Sorry, it
up
was a
for.
long time ago.
An apology not accepted.
Mr. A, for you, it was last week. Okay, so don't start with that.
Okay.
Right.
But so then I went to community college, and I majored in psychology and minored in music, which are like the two fucking worst majors you could possibly pick. Because like even if you graduate with like a master's degree in that, it's gonna get you nowhere or barely anything as far as like salary. But yeah, and in music theory in college, I totally just was not into it at all. And one of my good friends, Jessica, who's actually a police officer now, and she plays guitar. She just got this fucking 1977 Les Paul. She paid like $4,000 for it, but it's like the real deal too.
The real deal.
Yeah, she's gonna like work on it. I'm excited for that.
Now that was before the Norlin era, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like this guitar has like all the original hardware on it and everything, so it's pretty dope. Yeah, that's
Does she
why
know what she has?
Yeah, that's why she bought it and paid $4,000 for it. So
if I made fun of your guitar and listened, would I hear it gently weep?
No. Boo! No, you're on a fucking roll, Mr. A.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so I took music theory in college, and it was not fun. It was not interesting, and you really got to really want to learn it, and being in a classroom when they're writing shit on a chalkboard, and you got to like take notes and stuff. It's just not a great environment. It's not very exciting to learn that shit.
Yeah, and the thing is, whenever I give lessons and all that stuff is I always end up telling the kids this, you're learning this, though it is you want to play this other stuff. But let me tell you something. It wasn't until I was about 40 I realized when I picked up the guitar again that I learned everything incorrectly, and I had to start back and learn the foundation, and there's going to be a point that you get to where you're like, oh, I'm glad I learned these basics as opposed to teach me how to play hot for teacher,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't, we like talking about like fundamentals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like those are absolutely essential to learn, or at an early stage, or whenever you end up learning them. Because eventually, if you don't know those things, you're going to hit a plateau in your playing, and you're not going to get better at some point.
Yeah.
Like you'll just be able to play the same bar chords you learn and play like Green Day songs or whatever Tool songs like and stuff like that, which are cool, great, fun songs to play. But there's so much more stuff that's can expand your fucking repertoire of your licks and riffs that you have to pull out of your back pocket at any time. So yeah,
and then you can incorporate those influences from the shapes and all that stuff and say, okay, well, this goes with this. I could transpose this to this other key, do this, but in a different formation. over here, and that's always fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And like what you're talking about with the shapes and everything, like actually it helps a lot. The music theory that I do know helps me a lot when I'm composing stuff on a piano or like a synthesizer or using MIDI. Just from my guitar knowledge, because I know, like, half step, whole step, this should be like this. It's hard to explain, but yeah, absolutely. Those fundamentals you need to know those, or you will hit a plateau, and you'll have to learn them eventually to advance anymore. I learned that especially
otherwise you end up becoming a dork like me and be like, what key is that in? Oh, let me go pull up Scale Finder.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of artificial intelligence and technology that's going to make it very easy for musicians to not have to learn like the old school way and the hard way, and I think that'll be detrimental to their playing.
Yeah.
So like that's like a good thing for us, because like we'll be older and eventually we'll be the only ones left that like learned the old school way. And we'll have an advantage over a lot of people. We'll be like these old guitar wizards that'll be able to teach the younger generation. That's like what I hope for in the future. Like if I can make a like minimum wage playing at a fucking jazz club or something, or a music club, like when I'm fucking 60 or 70, I would be totally happy with that. That would make me that'd be a great life.
And those jazz guys are the best of the best.
Yeah, that AI stuff is kind of getting pretty scary there. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm 60 or 70.
That's a big conversation, and I have a few friends who are like AI doomsday musicians, where they're like, "Oh, it's all over. There's no reason to even do it anymore." It's because
That's it. Let's all kill each other. All over. Let's drink the Kool-Aid.
Let's just all quit, and because it's. No, but I actually embrace it. I'm very optimistic, and like, first of all, AI can help you write even greater, more amazing songs. You could use it to help you write music, and still you can use your own instrument and incorporate your own writing into that. And also, it's like a great tool to compete with. Like, there's always going to be another guitar. There's always going to be hundreds of guitar players that are way better than you, but now AI is going to be better. I mean, once it gets to where it's going to be optimal, it'll be better than all those guys. And like,
could you have
it'll be something.
Banjos, and one banjo is an AI banjo? That'd be kind of cool.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, is like it'll be like a competitive thing where like, let's see if the real deal guitar players that are humans can keep up with AI and write crazy shit, and that's interesting and captivating to listeners as much as AI music, if not more. So we still got to see what'll happen.
But yeah, I think it's beneficial. I could definitely see it being beneficial to an artist if they like get some ideas from AI. Not totally get AI to write a full song for them.
Well, what about something like this? Let's say that, you ended up writing a song, Bobby. You ended up playing guitar, played the instruments on it. And you say, what'd be really cool is to have Sebastian Bach sing it. It's kind of neat to be able to have that technology where you can go and record your own voice, but then have it spit out Sebastian Bach's voice on this track that you're putting together. That's kind of cool.
That is totally awesome. Absolutely. Or like you could ask it, like even now you can do. I've tried, like even with ChatGPT 3.5, like you can have it say write a solo in Eddie Van Halen style in the key of A, and with these chord changes, and it'll actually write out tablature for it. And I've tried this, and I've actually tried to play it, and usually the solos are absolutely horrible and really just crap cliche shit. But it's gonna only get better. And with the voice modules, actually, I know somebody, Martin Shkreli, who's kind of famous or notorious, but he's a guy. He's into software and making AI models and voices. He has a website. He's an app that he's launching soon, which does exactly pretty much what you say, where you can type in anything and somebody will say it for you. And we're eventually going to get into music and do stuff like that with music. And so I'm excited for that.
Well, we got that already with AI Stormy and 11 Labs.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. But yeah, I heard an AI tune of AC/DC Back in Black with Bon Scott singing the other day, and it kind of scared me because it was like, holy shit, that actually does sound a lot like fucking Bon Scott, and the way he would sing it, like his own inflections. It didn't, like I know a lot of these AI models or whatever the hell you'd call it, go off of the original vocals that were done, but this was some kind of new way of doing it that I don't think I've heard before. That was very Bon Scott-esque. I mean, it wasn't quite there, but it was pretty damn good. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is
gonna happen.
Eddie
Yeah.
Trunk from Trunk Nation. What up, no filter bitches?
Eddie Trunk. Eddie Trunk's awesome. He's been keeping the fucking rock and roll ship alive. He's like one of the only guys left from the old days.
Right, I know. Like, yeah, it's getting kind of scary at how thing is, I remember back in the day there was a show called Rock Lines, and I forget who hosted it, but each week they would have a band on, and that's kind of what Eddie Trunk reminds me of, because he does do a lot of interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's actually a Canadian show or a Canadian channel called
I am
Much
under
Music.
Ace Frehley's desk giving him a suck.
Giving him a suck.
Did you ever hear of Much Music? It was like a Canadian
Oh yeah,
channel.
that was my MTV as a kid.
Yeah.
Much Music was better.
Much Music was awesome. They had like tons of all the bands like that. They had great interviews with a lot of bands that I loved that they never really showed on MTV. Like Blind Melon did a set with them. Like Blind Melon's another band that I liked a lot.
Yeah, they used
Did
to have
they
the
ever
show.
play Gene Simmons?
They used to have a show. They used to have a show called Intimate and Interactive, and a band would come in and they'd play for a very small crowd, and they'd play a few songs, and then they'd have the audience ask questions and stuff like that. So it was pretty awesome.
It was almost like an MTV Unplugged kind of thing, but it wasn't all unplugged.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, a lot of bands that I like did do the appearances on Much Music. Yeah, that was awesome, and I think I'm pretty optimistic about the future of like rock and guitar. I think it's making a comeback because it's always gone through phases where like people have always said rock is dead or punk is dead, and for years and years, and it's always makes some kind of comeback in some form or some way.
Right.
And it's been so long, really.
I think it's really coming back with a style of rock music that I'm not really a fan of, but it's incredible what these kids are doing. And that's the math rock and guys like Tim Henson. I think those guys are really bringing it back.
Jim Henson?
No, Tim Henson.
Oh.
From Polyphia.
You muppet.
Oh, I thought the Muppet Band was coming back.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Polyphia uses 8-string guitars, I think, on a lot of their songs.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, if that's the same band I'm thinking of. But yeah, the 8-string guitars are making a big comeback. The deathcore, death metal scene. They're using like 8 strings and doing a lot of crazy stuff. Like a lot of these bands like do like record insane stuff, like studio stuff that's like almost impossible to play live. So they have a lot of backing tracks and stuff. But I've noticed definitely an increase in like just. I know that I don't know about guitar sales or the sales or anything, but I know I can feel like definitely an energy, bigger, more powerful energy. Like I've definitely noticed since Green Day's put out a new album, Blink-182's put out a new album. A lot of like bands that I grew up with are putting out new albums, and I see a lot of younger people getting into them, and like their parents are getting them into the bands that they listened to when they were younger. Like people like me, like who are 36 now. Like I don't have kids, but a lot of people my age do, and they're like, showing their kids like Alice in Chains and Nirvana and Green Day and Blink-182 and all those bands, and that's classic. They're classic rock. Like that's what Pink Floyd and the Beatles were to me. So
Oh wow,
Right.
God, we're getting
But-
old.
I know.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's
scary.
the whole guitar.
Jib, you're just
That's-
figuring that out right now. You don't have teeth.
Shut up, Mr. A.
Neither does Jerry.
I've still got a few.
Yeah.
Jerry's very young. He should have all his teeth.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's shit, but people
that's-
like beating me up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, that's
Is
that's
that
the
really
thing,
how
though.
you
You know,
like
I hope for a day where I can see, a new rock band in the top 10 of something that playing something that I'd like. You know what I mean?
Well,
I hope that
you know
happens
who's
again.
you know who might do that. I don't know if you've heard this, but this is actually one of Bobo's favorite band. Or actually, I think this is Bobo's favorite band of all time right now. This Japanese all-female group. I don't know if they're Japanese or Korean.
Baby
called
metal?
Bandmade.
Oh,
Bandmade.
Bandmade.
So,
Okay.
Bruce, have you ever heard of
I'll-
Manskin? There's this new, well, it's kind of new. I don't know. It's a real band, and the guy sounds like a fucking dirt bike. Is that the name of the band? Manskin?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not
that's
getting in
what-
the top 10 anytime soon.
The guy sounds like a dirt bike. You mean his voice or what?
Yeah, what the fuck is it called? One of his songs. I'm trying to think of one of his songs.
oh, here it comes.
Foreskin?
No,
Was it Foreskin?
Manskin. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. They play it on like the Edge or something. Manskin. Am I saying that? I'll have to look this up later. I think I'm getting it wrong. The fuck is, I can't even think of one of his fucking songs.
The man's foreskin?
I can't think of it. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm clicking on this Bandmade, and you know it's old when it says 2000 through 13 through 14, the early years.
I was like, I know I'm gonna remember this because it has such a weird name. I might be
Skin
They're
tags.
huge, man. They're touring all over. Like they've been touring all over the United States and all over the world.
tag.
My dad loves them. My dad is obsessed with this band, and he's like 64.
Oh gosh.
No, Bandmade. But they're all these girls are like hard, like serious, legit musicians. They play some like really dope riffs, like rockin' riffs, and the drummer is incredible. Like they're really, really tight, and they have a crazy story too. And like it's like the like cliche story. They all grew up dirt poor, and they just all wanted to. They were just so motivated, and they had like such bad luck all along, and they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and they got pretty big and famous. They got signed, and they got tons of music videos. They're really like very attractive girls.
Did they sing in English or?
They have like some like a lot of Japanese music. It's mostly like or Korean music or K-pop or all that stuff. It's mostly like in their language, but they do throw like phrases, American English phrases in.
Okay, that's pretty
Some
cool.
of it is.
I'll have to check them out sometime. Sean Riggle
K-pop
wants to
cracks
know.
me up. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Sean Riggle wants to know, Bruce, what do you think about Fish? I like them, but they also suck and play way too long of jams, and the fans are Wookiees.
Yeah, I have some family members who are Fish fans, so I know what you mean. I've actually
Hey, asshole, I wasn't joking, and I got the band name right. It is called Manskin. Thanks for ignoring me. It's called Manskin. It's a new rock band, so fuck you.
Okay, I'll look them up.
I hope there's a new rock band that comes out. Yeah, it's kind of good, but it's kind of not because the guy sounds just like a dirt bike. I told you it wasn't fucking joking. Look up Manskin Beggin'. That's the #1 song. Everyone's probably heard it because I played it on the radio all the fucking time. You heard somebody go, I'm begging you, and he sounds like that.
It does sound like a dirt bike.
Yeah, so
Okay, hit
give me-
song to Mr. A
give
is
no mind.
apparently part of TikTok hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm looking it up
Tell
too.
me. Tell me I don't know what's hip.
I'm looking it
I
up.
wish we could. That's what sucks,
I know,
though. I wish we could play shit that we're bringing up because I want to
Yeah.
show you how much he sounds like a dirt bike. But I go to YouTube. So
As far as Fish, I did the only Fish album I ever really listened to was when it came out. My friends were getting into Fish, so I figured I'd check it out. It was Overmind, which came out like 2002 or something. and
Yeah.
it really didn't impress me that much. But I did see Phil Lesh live, so and
Phil
he was
Lesh?
pretty. Oh no, it was Phil Lesh was the bass player. Of the
Felicio?
Grateful, was he in the Grateful Dead?
Felicio?
Is this supposed to sound like fish? Fell-ish?
No, his name is Philip.
His real name is
Lesh.
Phil Esh, and he's in a band
Phil-
called Fish.
Felicio.
Lesh, Lesh.
Yeah,
it sounds nothing like
Phil
fish at all.
Lesh.
And
It sounds exactly like fish.
With Mr.
Felish
A, you just got to
fillet.
go yes.
I've never made that connection at all. So I don't know what the fuck you're
I
talking
just made it right now. Right away. I did. Well, maybe because you didn't say his name right. It sounded like you're saying Phil-ish, not Lish. I don't know. My bad. Maybe you could say it. Yeah, Phil
Lesh.
Leash. Are you sure it's not Leash? Lesh? Yeah, I guess it's Lesh. Never mind. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, I was just listening. I heard some of that begging song. I was listening to a little bit of it. Yeah. Yes, Phil Lesh.
Doesn't it sound like a dirt bike?
I'm begging you. That's a hilarious song.
Sounds like a dirt bike.
That's right. Phil Lesh played for the Grateful
Okay,
Dead.
now
That's right. Yeah.
I'm looking at this band, and it's like three chicks and a guy that dresses like a chick.
Is it? What, Manskin?
Yes.
Yeah,
Manskin.
yeah.
It's called Manskin. You didn't think they'd be dressed as women in fucking women's skin over their fucking bodies?
Why is there an umlaut over the A?
Because it's pronounced main skin.
Oh, like Maine Coon? It's
Yes.
not Manskin. No wonder I couldn't
Are you
find
guys
it.
impressed? Are you impressed
I
that I
wanna
knew what
see
an umlaut is? I
No.
only know that because of Nazi Germany. They spelled the Fuhrer F-U with an umlaut over the U. That's the
You
only
know
reason
why I
that.
know it's called that? Because of this. Umlaut, doopity-doo. We hail Hitler, I wish you did too.
So what?
My bad. Talk about Phil Esh in the band Fish.
Speaking of Israel and all this anti-Semitism that's going on,
Yeah. Umlaut. What do you get when you... No, I won't finish that.
Oh no! Don't do it.
Show your bare feet.
so this is the latest I've
Get
heard
a
on
lot
this.
of
Like,
smoke from a chimney.
this is the latest I've heard on this rise in anti-Semitism, which has like risen like 500% or something in the last year, according to the ADL. But they're saying that Iran has been like collecting our data, maybe with the help of China, and posting like all these new like Hitler and Nazi videos on YouTube. That like if you look on YouTube, like all these Nazi videos and stuff are coming out that were posted like 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago or 6 months ago, like leading up to the invasion of Israel. So they're saying Iran has been using social media to like try and get people to be like pro Hitler or think Hitler's cool or like be pro Nazi or anti Jew or something.
Wow.
Well, it's interesting. I saw this today, and I had to post it on Instagram. There was a resolution that the House passed to censor Rashida Tlaib, because she's a big anti-Semite.
I heard that too.
22 Democrats voted yay and going and censoring her. 184 said no. So I came to the conclusion. I said it's good to know that only 90% of the Democrat Party are anti-Semitic Nazis.
Yeah,
I thought it was all of them, but it's only 90%.
Well, that's good to hear.
No.
Hi, Cody.
Hi, boyfriend.
Hide in your attic.
Hey, Cody.
Hi, boyfriend.
And Mr. A, you've and Jerry, you might appreciate this. I was listening to Opie and Anthony the other day, and it was Colin Quinn was on, and he was talking about Chip. He was like, "Oh, Chip is somebody who would have like sold out Jews to the Nazi Germans." And then Anthony goes, "Yeah, the fucking Jew in the attic something."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably.
What did you say?
Hey, Dolph.
I don't know.
Well,
What's
why
that,
is it
Cody?
one Dolph? Sorry, Stormy. Go
Scott and Stormy.
Oh yeah, we'll be visiting around Thanksgiving. Yes, Cody.
Yeah, friends.
Hi, boyfriend.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Cody.
Hi, boyfriend.
Hi.
Cookies.
Hello.
Never mind.
That's not the guy.
Cookies. Hi, boyfriend.
Marco.
You're breaking my door. Holy balls.
Hi, boyfriend.
Just breaking your door. Just throw something at her.
Yeah,
You
Andrew,
broke-
Andrew gets visitors once in a while, Alvalanker, so.
Extraterrestrials.
Andrew, are you armed? So in case anybody breaks into your house and tries to rob you, you're gonna protect yourself.
No, he's
He can't
totally.
hold on to his pillow.
That's right. Yeah, he was fighting his pillow last night. After he went
What
to bed.
state?
Awesome.
What state do you
Awesome
live
battle.
in, Andrew?
Wisconsin.
Oh,
We need to
Wisconsin.
get Andrew a concealed.
That's
concealed.
why I had Wisconsin question, because I want to come see you play.
Yeah, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've been to Wisconsin. I remember driving through Wisconsin, and it was just like nothing but grass and like fucking windmills for like 90 miles.
Yeah, that's us.
And that in Iowa, and like pretty much the whole area. I never saw windmills in my real windmills before though. That was cool.
Pretty fucking.
Alvalanker, you said you toured a bit of Canada. What part of Canada did you tour?
Well, we actually started off and rehearsed in Toronto in a place called Uxbridge, Ontario.
Okay.
Which is obviously not Toronto. It's Ontario, Uxbridge, Ontario, and then we did our first show in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and then we went to Toronto, and then we went to. Geez, I have the list somewhere, but I was off by the time we got to like Vancouver. I was off the tour because the original guitar player lives in Vancouver, so he took over from there. But
okay.
I did go to pretty much. We played it. I played in I played in Ontario. I played in Ottawa, Montreal, and I can't remember a couple other places, but those were the main places, like in that area of Canada, like mostly like eastern Canada. But
do you mind if I finish the?
Yeah, I'm in Alberta. Oh, go ahead, Mr. A.
What do you get when you murder the Jews? Not very much, just a pile of shoes.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I had it stuck in my
I got
head.
my eye out for you, Mr. A.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, geesh.
they used to take their teeth too, actually. But,
yeah, the teeth.
Well, they would take their jewelry, and if they had gold teeth and stuff, and they'd deposit it in a bank. And then after World War II, they like went through all these banks, and they were like, "Why do you have like people's golden teeth and jewelry or whatever?" And like since when? And they were like, "Oh, people bring their valuables all the time to put it in a bank." And they're like, "When has anybody ever brought you their own teeth?" To
This is where my teeth are. I keep my teeth in this.
And all these banks like got in a bunch of trouble for
It's
all
a
this
very
shit.
rare item.
Yeah.
The jewels from the Jews.
Oh boy. That's insane. That is insane.
But yeah, Alberta, I always wanted to go there. Yeah, Alberta, I know you probably don't give a shit about hockey, but Alberta has one of the best hockey teams right now in the Oilers. Edmonton's out in Alberta, right?
Yes, it is. That's actually where I was born. I was born in Edmonton.
Oh,
we
wow,
don't give a
that's
shit
awesome.
about wrestling, but Alberta's a big wrestling place, and I'd love to visit it for the wrestling.
I'd love to visit Alberta for the hockey, man. They got great hockey culture there.
What, Calgary? You talking in, Mr. A?
Yeah.
I'd love to go there too. Calgary is another place I want to go.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah. Home of the Hearts.
Yeah, what would you say? Would you think that they're bigger on hockey or wrestling there? I guess they are pretty big in hockey.
Hockey,
here.
because they got in Alberta,
hockey.
they got They got
Big hockey.
the Calgary Flames are in Alberta. The Edmonton Oilers are in Alberta. Where's
Yeah.
Winnipeg? Is Winnipeg in Alberta?
Winnipeg is in Manitoba. But
Yeah, I forgot how big
I'm from
Canada is.
Winnipeg, you idiot.
Biggest sport there because it's cold.
What did you say, Andrew?
He just call you an idiot?
Yeah, he did. What?
I'm from Winnipeg. It's a Chris Jericho thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do I look like an idiot to you?
I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. Remember that?
Did Andrew say he's from Winnipeg?
Yeah, he's doing,
he
he's
wants to
doing the Chris.
Winnipeg.
He's doing the Chris Jericho. Bit.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho's Canadian. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went to a
my internet
conference
is
in
acting
France.
wonky, so I'm gonna jet. Okay, well, thanks for being
Ooh.
here, Chris.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So Jerry, what's been going on in wrestling, and what leagues do you watch in wrestling?
I don't really
Still
don't really like talking about it much.
There was something that cool that happened in wrestling. I was watching somebody cut a promo, and behind him in the audience there was this like bald guy with really long hair, and he looked like the Creep Show guy. It was funny.
The Creep Show guy?
Yeah. Or
Who's the
Riff-
Creep
uh,
Show? Tales from the Crypt, you mean?
I just realized.
Pay attention much.
I just realized something they did with the John Cena.
I don't watch
promo
wrestling because I'm a man
LA
and
Knight.
I like chicks.
Yeah, I second that.
I
Scott.
just realized what I realized
I haven't given up yet.
There's chicks in wrestling, but they stink, so I don't know. You'd watch it for that.
Yeah, I normally
Is
just
it
skip
still-
past that.
Is this still real to you guys?
Still
real.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Yeah.
You know, the most of the stuff that's going on in the news anyway.
they did a cool promo
Yeah.
between LA Knight and John Cena.
Yeah.
And Mike dropped his old theme song.
Yeah.
Of Doctor of Thugonomics as a
Oh
bird.
yeah. Chicka thugonomics.
Yeah,
You know some years, Andrew look all blurry.
You know, the wrestlers I grew up with, Andrew. You remember, WWE was called WWF back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I grew up with. I remember the guys that I used to like. I used to like Big Boss
Bruno
Man.
San Martino. Oh, yeah.
Remember Big Boss Man?
Yeah.
I used to like him. I used to like who's that
Remember
guy?
Dick the Bruiser?
Lex Luthor, the guy who dressed up in the American
Lex
fucking
Luger.
flag.
Lex
Luger.
Luther
Luger.
fought Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Luther
remember
wrestled
when
him.
Big Boss Man?
Get it.
The Big Boss Man went to the Big Show's dad's funeral. Do you remember that one? And he hooked a casket up to his squad car and started driving.
Oh
it
yeah,
around.
yeah.
And the
I
Big
vaguely
Show was
remember
hanging on
that,
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sean, that Mr. Perfect was pretty good too. I liked it.
Mr. Perfect.
The
Dude Love.
The Attitude Era.
I liked Brutus the Barber Beefcake. That's the only wrestling match I ever went and watched.
Really?
Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Coco Beware.
You wanted him to cut your hair, didn't you?
I'd seen both of those guys in Edmonton. Long time ago.
Did you hear what I said?
No. What?
The
What'd you say?
Attitude Era was the best era in wrestling,
Oh.
hands down.
Yeah,
I have
it
a
was pretty
few-
damn good.
I have a few like memories that were cool. I remember when Kane and the Undertaker got together and like they dominated the whole scene or whatever. That was
Yeah,
in
the
90s.
brothers of destruction.
Right. And I just remember as a little kid, like I remember the big match between. I probably don't. I don't even know if I saw it, but I remember hearing about it. When Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik, and then Hulk Hogan was just like the shit for like 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, Hulkamania ran wild.
Have
That was
you
just
met
a racist.
any famous people?
What's that, Andrew?
Has
Eh.
anyone here met any famous people?
I met Rudy
Yeah.
Sarzo.
I've met a few famous people.
Played bass,
I met Anthony.
played
I
bass
met
for
Anthony
Quiet
Cumia.
Riot and Ozzy and White Snake.
I met Chris Benoit.
Oh, really? Oh.
You ever heard of a band called Crowbar? I met all them.
Pool cleaner.
Oh, fuck yeah, Crowbar. Yeah, I remember they were on. I discovered them from the Beavis and Butthead episode when they were on.
I met them
I
whenever
think,
they was opening up for Pantera at a gas station.
Yeah. I'm sure that was like early '90s or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Crowbar was pretty cool. They were on Beavis. Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
I had the opportunity to meet Sabu. I met
Yeah, Sabu is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Although he's probably high on LSD when I met him.
I met Artie Lang and I met Jim Norton. That was
Oh,
cool.
did you really?
Yeah, I got pictures with both of them. I actually
I met Bob Levy. I met Bob Levy.
I don't
Chris
think
Abels.
I
Ray
haven't met
DeVito.
them.
I'll be
I
back.
haven't met them in person. I met all the guys at Compound
went
Media,
to-
like Gino and
I just got
everybody, but
lucky
I
in
haven't-
meeting all them all on the same night. They happened to be doing a show all on the same night, and it was the first comedy show I ever went to, and that's the reason I met all of them is all in the one night.
Yeah, I met them all. I met all these guys at Compound Media. I think with Bob. I became friends with Bobo like years ago because there was just like so many coincidences with me and Bobo. We're like fans of all the same sports teams. Our first name, we have the same first name and the same middle initial, and like some crazy other shit. And
wear the same shoes.
yeah. We pretty much dress the same. I was actually at Anthony Cumia, one of his shows, and he called me Bobo's stunt double because we were both just sitting there fucking wearing all Mets gear and Mets hats. But yeah, that's how I got to meet all those cool people. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, Eastside Dave and Roy Harder. I got to meet them.
I'm still waiting on a poster from him.
ESDS. He doesn't live too far from me, actually.
Me and Mr. A won. What was that game that you had on all these shows? Like guess the song or whatever.
Oh, he has a couple games on the Davy Mack Sports program where he does the basketball thing.
Oh, it's just whatever one was on Compound Media. I think we called into his last or second last show, and we both won. And he's like, "Oh, we'll send you out a poster."
I was on his.
yeah.
No, that was my first appearance on Compound Media. Was the second to last Eastside Dave show where we had the Bobo Olympics, where it was Bobo versus Big A, and they got them like a bunch of chicken nuggets to see who, and they gave them 2 minutes to see who could eat the most.
I remember
That's
doing the
fucking-
pinball challenge. That we were doing one of the times. I think it was the pinball challenge.
Oh boy,
Wasn't
what
it
was
that we
that?
had to answer questions about pinball machines? I remember doing that. Was it that one or was it another one?
I wasn't there for that. No.
I remember
No.
we did the Stone Cold beer
Yeah.
thing. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah, you still part of the show, Andrew?
We were
It's
guessing
like-
music, and I did good on that one. I remember I got.
yeah. We're
furry
still
leaf-
waiting on our signed posters from.
I never
what's
got
that
nothing.
Donkey Kong guy.
Oh yeah, Billy something. Billy Mays.
Billy Mitchell.
Billy
yeah.
Mays.
Billy Mitchell. Not Billy Mays. Yeah, no.
The Awesome Auger.
I wanted to bring up the fucking that pinball. You know the song, the that deaf, dumb, and blind kid
Oh,
sure can play me.
Pinball
Yeah.
Wizard by the Who.
Does that have a music video? And in it, is there like really deaf, dumb, blind playing the fucking pinball?
No, that's from the album Tommy, which there's a movie made after. It's a concept album called Tommy.
Tommy.
It's about this kid named Tommy who's like deaf, dumb, and blind,
Tommy.
and he's amazing. He's like a prodigy at pinball, and that's what that song is about.
Okay.
Yeah, pinball.
Is there a
Wizard.
music video to that song?
I don't know, but there's a whole movie where they play the song, and so that's probably the music video.
I don't want to see a whole movie. The song isn't an hour and 90 minutes.
I mean, I'm sure
You're still part of the show,
capable
Andrew.
of
You're
doing
still
it.
with us?
Yep. You know, Bally Sports.
I don't think there is an
Bally.
actual Pinball Wizard music video. You gotta just watch the movie. I'm
There's
sure
a
you'll love it.
station.
Oh wait, there is there.
It's a station called Bally Sports. The whole company is under.
I got a whiz, kid.
Filed for bankruptcy.
Never heard of them. Then again, I'm in a
They
different
will
country.
have to get another station to run their games and shit. Or not, like, either the team itself has to buy the rights, or another station has to buy the rights. They're giving them till the season's end for this.
Wanna know the rest? Hey, buy the rights. Habazah.
What's your guys' opinions on Harambe?
I love him.
I never met him.
I wish I did meet him, but I was just a child. Your candle burned out long before your legend never did.
I can think of a few kids I wish I could have met Harambe with and thrown them in the tank with them.
What is Bobby Nick doing?
Huh?
Sadie, I don't know.
People are disappearing.
I know. I feel like I'm just
All right, we could run the show. Me and Jerry and fucking Mr. A have been doing this shit for thousands of years. We got this shit.
Yes, for thousands of years.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not drunk.
So when's the last time you get your prick sucked, Mr. A?
Goodbye, Harambe. Okay. Never. I've never had it sucked ever in my life.
That's a shame. You have a
Yeah,
girlfriend,
never.
don't you? She doesn't suck your dick.
What's it like to have your penis sucked? Describe to me the feeling.
What are you up to? Yeah, it's just
I've only had Jerry suck my dick, so it's like he's not that good at it, and the fucking hair always bothers me. It tickles my pubis. So
yeah. And you just at least it left you some scars, so you can always think about.
Yeah, I have a rash
Last
from last
time
time.
I got mine stuck was 10 years ago, and mine is currently not working right. So
Yeah, his prick doesn't work right.
Did you at least blow a load?
no.
Whatever.
There was this one time, only one of my girlfriends one time said to go ahead and come in her mouth, and then I couldn't come.
This is a perfect time for Shayna to pop back in.
Oh, hey, Shayna. We're in the back of the
Ah,
seat of the
Shayna,
car.
you're echoing. Sorry.
Hey, Shane, we're talking about sucking cock.
Sucking cock. Coming on, cock.
She's ready to go.
I'm glad I got to hear that back.
After the day we had today, she might want to do mine eventually.
Oh,
Well, eventually. I don't. It's going to be very hard, and one of you could get injured. More than likely,
Andrew,
her.
send me some pics, and I'll think about it.
Oh, he's got a website. You know, he's got something on Pornhub.
Andrew does?
So I've heard.
He's like some
So
kind
I've
of
heard.
special super
I've
like,
not watched it myself, but other people have told me about it.
You know, I'll support. I support my
Then
friend.
again, he did show me his cock once anyway, so I don't need to be reminded.
Oh, Andrew, why don't you get like one of those cock pumps? Can you order a cock pump and
Like
pump
in
your cock?
like
You
in
can get it
Austin
hard
Powers?
that way. Yeah, it's not my bag, baby. Really,
It's not mine.
mine.
It's really
No.
not mine.
And we also have this book.
Yeah.
Penis larger pump instructions.
By Austin Powers.
P.S. This is my bag, baby. Really. It's not mine. Yeah, you should get one of those.
Who's going to put it on for him?
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
Who's going to pump it up for him?
It's kind of hard to use.
His home
Just
health.
ask the Amazon
You
delivery
have
guy.
to be like.
Don't you have a
Not
nurse?
that I would know anything about these things, because I've
No,
never
they
bought
wouldn't
I've
do
never had
any
my
of that.
girlfriend go into a store and buy one for me so that I didn't have to buy one. I've never done that. So I wouldn't know that you have to be like quick at using that little valve that releases the pressure, because you like suck it up, you use that, that ball that when a doctor's taking your blood pressure and it has that little ball, you go, and it pumps it up. Yeah, it has one of those too, and you go, but it also has the release, and sometimes you go too many shushes, and it'll hurt, and you got to do that release. And if you don't get that release quick enough, or if you accidentally shush it one more time because you're like, oh, you sneeze or something, I don't know, that could be trouble.
You don't get that what too much?
The what? The suction.
No. It began with an R. The word began with an R. It was what?
Recycle?
You say release weird.
Release. The release.
It's release. I say release.
The release. You
I say
gotta release it again. You release it.
No, that's like
pieces.
That sounds like if you're gonna release a car.
Release all over your face. Ooh.
Oh, look at that
It's
cock.
a picture of a cock. Why is there a picture of a... Please explain.
Oh,
Still got my Jerry hat. I think it's Jerry.
There it
whenever I
is.
see this.
What prick.
Got your wings out.
It also reminds me of the Soviet Union, so it's like a Soviet Union. It's a tribute to Stalin and Jerry.
I did wear it. Yeah, I'm still waiting on it to dry out. Last time I wore it was really rainy, and fucking I couldn't keep it up at the front. It just kept coming down. Oh, it's a nightmare. So I've got a new hat now. I posted a picture of it on my Twitter in front of a van that says "Wanker" spray painted on the back of it. So.
Did somebody mention chunky
Interesting
pussy
facts
debris?
Oh,
what is chunky pussy debris? Would that be like a yeast infection, like cheese?
One time I was eating this woman
That's
out,
coagulated semen.
and I had
okay.
my tongue inside of her. I was kind of like
That's what
scraping
that
around
white
the edge of
stuff
her
is.
pussy, like this, just getting a good scrape in it. And I pulled out, and there's this like white chunk, like around it. I couldn't really taste it too much, so I swallowed it, and then I started looking for more, and I found
Perfect
a
timing,
whole
Shayna.
big bunch. It was like a gumball
You
machine
are
inside her
echo
pussy.
now?
Oh my god!
you're just in time for this story.
No.
Were they like pus-filled
Okay.
balls or like pus or something?
And that lady was
Sorry,
Shayna.
Sorry, my aunt texted me, so then I had to call her because she asked how my day went.
Yeah, tell that bitch to fuck off.
I
It's
love
alright.
my aunt, so no thanks.
I love my aunts too. They might be watching.
Yeah, what about you?
'Cause I sent them a link. I sent my mom a link too. Maybe she's watching.
What
Look,
about
mom,
your
I'm
bees?
smoking.
Or you fucking.
What
your
you gonna do
grasshopper?
about it, ma? You can't
Are
do
they
shit
watching
now.
too? What about
So,
your fucking
Andrew.
cockroaches?
Andrew, do
What?
you know why I fall over now?
Yes.
Your what?
Why do you fall over, Shayna?
I'm
Because
going.
my armrest on the left side is like broken. It's like halfway on the ground.
You're not
Did you
gonna
fall
fall
into his lap?
out of the chair,
Armrest.
are you?
And then I was doing something today, and I was leaning on the armrest, and I kind of fell sideways.
Oh no!
Did you laugh when you fell, or did you get hurt, or were you okay?
I didn't fall all the way out of the tree, thank goodness.
Shane, I got a question for you, and this might be dumb. Can you do a cartwheel?
Yeah, that was a dumb question.
Shut up,
I
Kevin.
have an update for you about my sister, by the way.
Oh yeah, you've got a story to tell, Mystery.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't been. I don't think I listened to it. I was on the show. My bad.
Let me guess, her husband's a douchebag.
Oh. Oh shit.
No, he's not. He's a sweetheart, Andrew.
Is it what?
I can't hear Shane.
Sweetheart.
Something wrong with my
Sweetheart.
Oh, okay. I thought you said retard. Seriously.
It did sound like that.
Andrew, it's not the guy that you think it is. It's a different one. And he's sweetheart. His,
Okay, good.
I think one of his family members has cerebral palsy. So yeah, he gets sick with the voice. But yes, Andrew.
Andrew, what'd she say?
Okay. So I don't have to worry about the dude.
No.
I will.
He's a sweetheart, I promise. I'll let you meet him when he comes over here. But he's kinda
Does he
shy.
treat you good at least?
I couldn't get my sweater off the other day, and he knew how to get my sweater off for you. He's
Getting
the
your
sweetest
sweater
guy.
off. Yeah,
I
it's
was-
hard, Gina Bobina, to understand the last parts of her sentences.
Especially hard now. My computer just completely cuts her off. There's something
Thank
wrong
you.
with
That's
your-
effective.
your sounds or Shane.
I was crying the other day, and he gave me a hug. He's like the sweetest guy.
Give you a hug? That's
Aw.
nice. I'd give you a hug.
Yeah, I was crying because it was.
You were crying and he gave you a hug as opposed to what? Like punching you in the stomach? What else? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Because it was my best friend passed away 5 years ago, and I was crying disaster.
Yeah. Okay.
Your best
My
friend
ex
passed
is-
away 5 years ago?
Yep.
My
You need to get
stepdad
some
died
new
last
friends.
year.
So did mine.
Actually, we were kind of dating. Yeah.
And now she's gonna be alone forever.
No.
And now all she does is remember dates.
She was dating.
Shane is
your
our Debbie
stepdad?
Downer Alvalanker. That's the kind of her. She's always a lot of sadness dwells within this lady.
What's the
She's a
problem,
Debbie Downer.
David?
No, he had a thing called
Shayna Shunner.
Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Muscular dystrophy. That's it.
MS.
Yeah, and it slowly
Muscular dystrophy is a
Microsoft?
terrible way to die.
I was
Yes, it is.
since we're telling sad stories here, I was in when I was in before middle school, yeah, like maybe elementary or something. I was in special classes, believe it or not, and there was one girl. She wasn't in a
Dummy.
wheelchair or nothing, but she was
It's easy to believe.
more
Easy to believe.
special than the rest of us. And I don't think I ever picked on her. I think I do remember that this fat girl was picking on her, so I got pissed at the fat girl and went and started making fun of her because she liked Barney or something. I was like, hey, Barney's a ripoff or whatever, and made her cry. But yeah, I caught her one time. She was going down the steps and she almost slipped, and I caught her. That's the only thing I remember. And the last year last year of middle school, or maybe the first year of high school, she died, and a bunch of people were crying about her. And I was like, you fucking assholes didn't even know her. I was in classes with her, and I fucking, I don't know if I talked to her or nothing, but I just remember that It was
Talk
my
to her about
first
Barney.
seeing how fucking bullshit people were. All these people that treated us like shit, they would make fun of us and her and everything. And they're like, oh, someone died. Fuck you. You don't fucking know. You weren't fucking there. You didn't fucking catch her when she fell. Fuck you.
And you guys bonded over Barney. That's special.
No, it was the fat bitch that was making fun of
Oh.
her, and I didn't like Barney, and I think she even like carried a Barney around or something. So I like threw it or something. I don't know.
Why didn't you like Barney? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I was a little older at that time or something. I don't know.
When
I failed.
he got put on a ventilator, that was like the hardest damn thing to watch. I cried. But,
Yeah, I
like,
think
was
her
on a
brain is
ventilator
it the
once.
same thing. The girl that I knew, her name was Allison, and her brain was just it kept growing and it like grew too big for her skull, and she died. I don't know if that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think is it? I don't know.
Was she really smart?
No.
She wasn't.
Like right before she died, was she really smart?
She had her
Mega brain?
cognitivity. Or
A
what
lot of
did Andrew
forehead.
say?
She have like a big forehead.
She just figured out how to like
cognitive skills, whatever.
She just figured out how to connect the quantum level to the real world, and she died right then.
Yeah. Did her head look like April M. Holmes?
No.
You
Mega
guys
Mind.
can see me struggling trying to take the sweater off.
We're fixing to see you take your sweater off. Go for it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Get off.
Dang, God damn it.
Do what you gotta do.
Wish we had some music.
Don't fall out of your chair.
Wow, 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 wow.
Go for it, man. Oh, I see. She got one hand. She got one of her paws hung up.
Oh God! Don't call
She
it.
is a torn. She is a torn.
She's got her left. She's got her left paw hung up in her shirt.
She is a torn.
Not a paw. Call it a paw.
She is a torn rotator cuff.
Yeah,
Ah.
How the hell did you take a rotator cuff?
Somebody off.
I
Playing
will
baseball?
tell you that. I will tell you that long story later.
I got tennis elbow from jerking guys off.
Ow.
Where'd Bobby Nick go?
You gotta take more breaks. You gotta warm up and stretch first.
Wow. Shayna's having a great time over there, just throwing her clothes off. Swing your bra around your head.
Those bracelets on your left wrist, Andrew. Is there any way someone can cut those strings hanging off of them off? You're gonna poke your eye out.
Or at least floss with them. Use them for something.
Shane, is your paw still caught up?
Shayna, take it off. Come on, take it off, Shayna. Get that fucking sweater off.
There's a good question in the chat.
When's the last time Andrew jerked it to Shayna?
Yeah, do you think of Shayna when you twiddle your
That
diddle?
was last night, I'd imagine.
Twiddle
Oh,
your
he's got a problem. He's got that boner issue.
Damn.
Well, he can still
Right.
twiddle his needle. Oh,
I
he's
can't
cranking it. Don't
get
fall out of your
aboard
chair.
it.
Watch the armrest.
Anyone would.
Both of you
Andrew,
are getting ready to fall out of your chairs.
Yeah, holy shit.
What a
Somebody catch him.
match made in heaven.
You know, when this podcast gets even bigger, you guys get sponsors, you should get a sponsorship from Blue Chip or like Viagra, and then you get free Viagra.
Yeah.
And Andrew, you can take it and just be fucking rock hard all the time.
Yeah.
What's blue chip? Hey, what's up? I'm really cold or something.
Beat it like an OG
Hey, I'm
money.
just
Nina's
money or
falling out of her
something.
chair.
I'm
He had a
fucking
pounding
bad over
erection,
here.
fam. And he couldn't go
I
duty
got
because
one
of the Vicodin.
Shayna, reclaim yourself.
I think she got her shirt. She's getting it off. Oh, she's got it. Look at that. Woo!
Oh, she's got it. Andrew, look at this.
This is how you do it.
Oh yeah.
All
Crank that
right.
shit.
That's how you do it.
Woo!
That's how the strippers do it. They take one layer off at a time. You know, one glove, one shoe, one sock. Then She's
Who's
on the first
stripping?
layer.
What?
Look at her showing off that.
Shayna's stripping, dude.
No, not Shayna.
She's doing it right now.
She's taking it off.
Oh my goodness.
God damn it, the thing's covering her. Get her in a different spot. Switch spots with me. It's
She's
covering
not
her
for
up.
YouTube.
Yeah, she's
Not
been
for
the
YouTube,
banner's
folks.
cutting it
Man,
off.
Bobby, stop covering her. Mars, stop covering her. Isaac Walmart, stop covering her up. BYB Podcast, stop covering her up. Pulper 80, don't cover her. I want to see the titty tape dappler. Corn Diff, you're covering her. Right, Steve Soap, stop it. I want to see her. Sorry, what the fuck?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We can't. We're only on YouTube today, folks. So
American Cupcake, you're in the way of her breath.
That was a trying to fucking out.
Snatch.
Jenna, your titties out? You got them tits out? Titties.
That was a trying
What do your areolas look like?
Yeah.
Can you describe them?
Please.
I already know what they're
Chewed on.
Oh
Do they
yeah, of course you do, Andrew. What,
Do
you
they
seen
look
her with
like
her
an
shirt
old
off?
rotary phone?
That was
Yeah,
a
she took
trying
her
to
shirt
have to
off.
get my damn sweater
Got
off.
her tits out.
When did you see her with her shirt off, Andrew?
Nope.
Chin up, tits out.
Then
know
you
what
don't
great
truly
tits
know what
Lady
they look
Trucker?
like. Then.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Well, she
saying?
was showing.
Remember Lady
She's
Trucker,
flashing.
her big floppy tits?
The keep looks like she's going like lifting. I'm waiting. Oh, there she goes.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Uh-oh. Something's coming off.
Oh.
Is there any way you can change your spots with somebody so we can see more?
Yeah.
Can you move your can you pan your camera a little bit then?
Yeah, we got a little more shoulder to there.
Yeah.
She's learning, everybody.
Zeke says, "Who doesn't love big floppy tits?" I agree, there, Zeke.
Speaking my language, Zeke.
And his
There
tits are
was
so
a
floppy.
lady
Maybe
in
it's
the
a
night.
wheelchair.
I got it off.
Woo!
Oh, she got it
It's
off.
on.
Now
She got it
swing
She's
off.
on
free.
that.
Zeke, is that short for Ezekiel?
That was a trying
Could be.
to have. Ow,
As I
that's
said,
bad.
silent seeger.
Ow, that's bad.
Sheena looks like
Hurt
Nip
your
Campbell
ass.
Is
again.
there BYB tonight?
Yes, there is, Andrew.
Oh man.
Andrew, that really bad. No,
I'll be
man.
watching.
Don't worry,
BYB.
Andrew. We'll go for as long as we can.
Shout
And
out
I
to
can
Derek.
go no
who-
longer. Bye. Have a good night, Alvalanker. Nice seeing you again.
I love you,
I've
Mr. A. I'll see you
gotta
soon,
go
Mr. A. Keep in touch.
Feed the prisoners.
Gotta go feed the
Bye,
prisoners.
Mr.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't feed them.
Yeah, don't feed them.
You just fucks them.
Just eat in front of them.
No, man.
Yeah, that's always the best thing to do. Best policy.
That was a
Bye,
trying
Mr.
to
A. I
have.
love you.
Oh, well, the church is dead, everybody.
Oh, we gotta get that ticker back up.
The Pope's just announced that transgender people can get baptized. So
Bobby, that was a trying to
The
have.
Pope just announced that.
yeah,
He gave the okay and said that they can get baptized.
yeah,
How did the fuck?
yeah.
Wait.
Church, yeah. What the fuck?
Don't you get baptized when you're like fucking 6 months old?
It'd be like born again Christians or whatever. I don't know how stupid shit. What the fuck?
Because my water's empty.
Yeah. Here, Alvalanker, you got one of these?
Oh, the Pick of Destiny?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I got one of these that Eddie Van Halen used to use, these titanium fucking like titanium picks. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's how he says he got tongue cancer, because he used to
I heard
give, like,
that. Yeah.
titanium- He said he used to keep the pick in his mouth, and he was in an electromagnetic environment all the time. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh well, Zeke says finally the Pepsi recognizes my sexual identity as toilet paper. So yeah, that's great.
Shit, indeed.
Yeah, I'm thinking of what I want to identify as if I decide to do that. Just thinking like a glass of orange juice or something.
There you go.
Freshly
Or a
squeezed.
potato. How about a potato?
I don't know what I would be.
Yeah, because then
Just-
you'll make
I
fun
would
of me.
just be a big fat angry cock.
Big fat angry cock.
Yeah, that's what I identify as. Well, not fat actually, just a bit chubby.
Just a bit
Oh
chubby.
yeah,
Huh?
by the way, Andrew.
You have to put that on your resume.
Here's a guitar I can play. Here's a guitar I'll play for you real quick. Right here.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's playing it right now. Can you hear it?
So who were your like guitar inspiration, Scott? Like who got you into
smoking? His guitars, he's been shredding so
Smoking?
much, it's on fire. Yeah.
Did you say who got me smoking?
No, who were like
No.
your guitar heroes and all that stuff?
Oh, the Guitar Heroes. Yeah, it was Steve Vai and Zach Wild, but pretty much any guitar player from the '80s. I was really into the hair metal era.
Do you like Rat?
Rat's one of my favorite. Warren D. Martini.
Yeah, they're underrated. They had some great songs. Great
Yeah,
musicians.
that's one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands from that era. I know a lot of obscure bands that most people ain't never heard of probably from that era. A lot of sleaze metal and
You like Bad Company?
sleaze bees, Bad Companies. I mean I like them all right, but not
Never
really.
heard of them.
Never heard of Bad Company? The
Did
fuck?
the best.
I've
Did the best.
heard of Bad
Forgive
Company,
him.
but the other ones.
Forgive him. He's only 27.
I've heard of Bad Company.
And when I first started
other
playing, I started shooting a little too hot because I was getting out of magazines. So I thought my first song was going to be "Youth Gone Wild," which ain't really your first song friendly for a first time beginner song, guitar player. And but then I got into Faster Pussycat, and my friend had one of the whole album's tablature and everything. And Faster Pussycat was friendly to a lot of power chords, root fifth chords, and old riffs, old 50s rock and roll riffs in it, and licks. And I don't know if you know who Faster Pussycat is or not, but
Oh, of course, I've heard of them.
their first album. Oh yeah, their first album was great. The rest of them albums wasn't that great, but the first album was. Dawkins, George Lynch, Jakey Lee's one of my top 5. Jakey Lee's one of my top 5 guys.
You like Winger?
But,
Winger
by
is
the
one.
way, Andrew.
Man, I liked Red Beck. And I like 17 is an awesome riff, but you just can't play it, man. I not feel. I just can't. I'm 50 something years old. I can't be playing 17.
Thank you. Thank you for trying to fix my arm, by the way.
John Riggle says, first song I learned to play on guitar was Pipeline by the Ventures.
The Pipeline. First song I learned to play was honestly Rape Me by Nirvana.
Ah,
So,
nice.
Pretty easy. It's just like four chords.
Yeah.
We had music at high school, and that's when we'd always play with what the fuck are those things?
Drums?
Balls. No, xylophones.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Because they were like cheap and easy. Like you could buy like one for everybody in the class or whatever the fuck. And then finally, when we got to high school, that was when all the guitars were there. It's like, cool, now I can try and do this. And everybody nearly everybody at school, that was a guy with a massive cock like me, like asked Santa for an electric guitar for Christmas. Because we all wanted to be rock stars and all that. And then I remember I had one with a whammy bar, and it snapped off inside of it.
Oh yeah.
And I just never got it fixed and never did any music ever again. So that's why I just stick to this.
Harmonica is fantastic too. What? How did you snap the whammy bar? Were you like using it to like go?
Yeah, man, you must have been. We must have
Or
really.
I
you
don't
just
know,
like-
but it snapped off inside of it, so it never ever sounded right or whatever.
It's kind of
Well-
hard to
Never got
snap
fixed.
off a whammy bar. You must have been
Yeah, but
pulling it pretty hard.
just think about how bruised this guy's ass is from falling. You know, so
Oh, it still is.
God only knows what he did to do that.
There's a lot.
I don't know, but yeah, I
There's a
broke
lot
it
of
within
good.
like 3 weeks, and then just never got another one. I do have
There's a lot of good female.
banjo
A lot
somewhere,
of good
or
female guitar
ukulele.
players out there now. Yeah. You ever hear Nina Strauss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nina Strauss, yeah, she played at a WrestleMania, just so fucking something else. Like,
Yeah, and she's in Alice Cooper's band.
Alice
yeah,
Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually one of my favorite female guitarists. Actually, one of my favorite guitarists. That's like newer.
Yeah, she's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alice Cooper. That song "Feed My Frankenstein" was in the movie Wayne's World.
Yeah,
That's like what's one of the best scenes in the movie. Or they they go into the dressing room and they go, "We're not worthy," and he like puts his hand out like this.
Yeah, exactly. And then spouts off some real smart shit, you know.
Yeah, he talks about like the fucking like the Indians or something. Or,
yeah.
He's like Milwaukee. It was actually called Milwaukee by the Native American Indians.
Yeah. Sean Riggle says the guitar player for DeVoe breaks all his strings with his whammy bar every concert. It's hilarious and awesome.
Devo.
I did not know that.
Devo. They did the song. Dun, 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 dun.
Whip it.
Yeah.
Whip it good.
Whip it good.
Whip it real good.
And then there's another one.
do-
There's another one that Nirvana covered over there. I can't remember what it was.
I do have a keyboard that I bought when I was drunk years and years ago. I just never got around to hooking it up or learning it.
Andrew, are you sleeping?
They did Turnaround was the Devo song that Nirvana covered.
No.
Bright
Turn around, dun, dun, turn around. That was on Insisted.
Yeah, I really liked that album. Although it wasn't a studio album, it was like a compilation album. But
Yeah, it was like it's like a forgotten like Nirvana album. It was mostly like B-sides and stuff that missed.
yeah,
that didn't make it.
radio stuff that was recorded for the radio and demos and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just stuff that never got on other albums.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
really good though. I think if you're a Nirvana fan and you pass that one up, you should go back and listen to it.
Hell yeah, that's got that song Aneurysm on it. which is one of
Aneurysm,
my-
yeah. I mean,
it's one of my
surprisingly,
favorite
they
songs.
put that one on there last. I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, that's like
Because that's the
probably
last
best
thing
song
you
on the
have.
album. Well, I mean, it's the best song on the album, really. Dive is another good one.
Dive,
that one
yeah,
starts,
that's
that one
the first
starts the
song.
album off, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember listening to it, and I'm thinking, like, I hear the chorus, and it's like, it sounds like he's. I know the song's called Dive, but it sounds like he's yelling, die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can play that song. I know the riff is pretty easy. It's really just like a. That's like. It's like dive in me. Something like that.
Yeah. Gina Babina, Andrew is just fine. I'm sure he's.
I'm just tilting back, relaxing. I'm not asleep.
He's just getting a suntan.
Yeah.
We've opened the roof up. And
He does this occasionally when he's having pains from sitting too long in the same position.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, surprisingly today, Andrew.
What?
You heard of Die My Darling?
Huh?
Metallica.
Dynamite.
The one-off project. Who originally does that?
you say
We
Dynamite
can't really
Dudley?
hear you. Yeah, we can't really hear you good.
Yeah, you're kind of far back.
When you're laying back, you can't talk into your mic.
Yeah.
I thought you said Dynamite Dudley or something.
Actually, it's been away all day today.
What did you say, Andrew?
Ashley's
I
been
thought he was saying die, my darling.
Oh, Die, My Darling, Metallica. Yeah, they did cover that, right? On Garage Incorporated or something.
Who originally did that song? Though?
Was it a Misfits song or something?
Because I know it wasn't.
Yeah, it is a It was a Misfits song. Yep, on 1984 album. It was released in 1984. Yeah.
Speaking of Misfits, you guys ever listen to Wednesday 13 or Murder Dolls? They're kind of like the
Murder Dolls. Yeah, I
influenced
remember
by
them.
I have.
Wednesday 13 is kind of like the same thing as Murder Dolls, but it's basically just horror meets punk.
Yeah, Joey Jordison. I remember him.
Oh, horror meets.
Yeah,
like horror.
A lot of songs about zombies and shit. You love it, Bobby Nick. A lot of zombie songs.
Oh, maybe I was.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's in your head? Zombies.
Better than that, though.
Yeah, probably. So, no, I've not heard them. Sorry, I'm not really good with music.
Yeah, they were big. They toured with the Foo Fighters and
all right,
Queens of Stone Age. They were big in like 2002 to like 2006, like around there. I remember them
I
in high
used to
school.
just stick with the only albums I used to buy were wrestling ones, just because it's all these songs that you'd hear every week, and it was good back in the day. But now it's all just synthwave, like Motorhead did Triple H's song. Got all our
Primus
edges. Just yeah.
Isn't Primus like big in wrestling?
I think they did something, but it was never.
I never could get into Primus. I never could get into Primus.
Yeah, I never did either. It's too much bass guitar shit.
You ever check out Steel Panther?
Oh yeah. Steel Panther's hilarious.
Yeah.
I've heard some
gang banging the old folks home.
Yeah, yes, yeah. The music videos are, some of their lyrics are hysterical, and they do like a lot of great covers too. They do Van Halen covers and shit that are really good. Yeah, they're great.
But yeah, there's
one music video they had full on.
Old one. Sorry, we'll talk after
cool.
Andrew. I'll just name like some of the bands though. Like you've got Cold, Limp Bizkit, Stained, Trust Company, Puddle of Mud, Weezer, Queens of the Stone Age, Bloodhound Gang, Rob Zombie. So I've heard some of their songs. I just haven't heard their whole catalogs.
That's got to be
just be some random guy coming out and saying something.
Is that from like 2003 with that CD?
I think so.
Yeah, that's around the same.
2002, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, look, the front of it's got the WWE logo, but then on the back, it's got the WWF logo. So that's when they were transitioning, like everybody is nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many great bands on that. But now it's all just fucking not hypno shit. I don't even know what the hell they call it nowadays.
Oh yeah, fucking dubstep shit.
Yeah, it's like AI is just been like, oh yeah, this is techno. Can you make a song for a Chinese restaurant owner or something? Like stuff like that. Every week. Whereas, it used to be good when they had good songs or artists doing it for them.
Yeah.
So that's my musical tirade. Although I did like seeing Dream Theater live. I just wish I was on drugs when I did it.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Panic attack.
I saw them live too in New Jersey. I saw them live in fucking King's X, and Joe Satriani opened for them. It was amazing.
Oh, man.
Great concert.
Yeah. But that's one of those bands where, you know, it doesn't matter who you look at, they're just like killing it the whole time. Like, how the fuck is, you know?
Yeah, and the fucking singer is like running back and across the stage. Sometimes he runs off stage and like dresses up in a new outfit or something.
Yeah, he was doing that when I saw him as
You
well. But then again, the songs are like 20 minutes long, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so instead of being up there screaming, you could just go and have a seat for a little few minutes
Yeah.
while, you know, guys are...
Go and grab a bite. Grab a bite.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned-
Hey, you want anything from the shops? I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Andrew.
Go get a blowjob.
You mentioned
Next
Joe Satriani. This is a This is an S series guitar.
Oh
Same as
wow.
he plays.
Next
Yeah, the
one.
one. Sorry, go ahead, Shane.
Next Wednesday.
What's up, Shayna?
Next Wednesday, you need to motivate me to stand up because I haven't done it since the wedding.
What'd she say, Gina Bobina?
Something about standing up because she hasn't done it since the wedding.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she's got a chair that could help her stand up, which might be better than slipping off the side of it all the time.
Andrew, you need to motivate me to do it.
Yeah, Andrew.
Fix that arm.
Motivator.
Do what?
Motivator, like the way the picture said. To do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Andrew, look.
On Wednesday.
It's like Andrew's got a GoPro on top of his head.
On
Point of view.
Wednesday, Andrew, you need to motivate me to stand up.
Okay, I will.
For your rights to party.
It's another band I always like, the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
It's one of the first when I got my first boombox and radio. That was like one of the songs that was always on the radio.
I'm way too lazy right now.
Yeah, boombox is what we had in the '90s. We had a CD player and a tape player, and the radio.
A boom box is what I've got nowadays for all the.
And you could put batteries in it, like 10D batteries, and walk around.
That was when batteries were cheap, though.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you know, yes. Imagine having to play a Game Boy nowadays. You know, 4 AA batteries and it lasts you like 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's like that's worse than cigarettes now. Well, depending how long you played the Game Boy for. But
I won a boombox. Boombox was my first stereo, and I won it by the ugliest tennis shoes contest.
Ugliest tennis
shoes.
Who would have?
You turned in your old shoe. It was a shoe store that was having a contest, and the ugliest shoes won a jam box. I call them jam boxes, jam box or a pair of new shoes, and I chose the jam box. But yeah, I had the most worn out, ugliest shoes. I won 3 years in a row.
3 years.
Congratulations.
Was it like the ugliest or the worst smelling or
Andrew?
This could just be someone with
They just
obviously.
They went by condition, but it had to be like they could tell if they thought it was faked.
All right,
Like, you can't just mine was on the podcast. God damn it!
Yeah, right.
I
want a pair of shoes.
I think
$100
falling asleep. I've been
and a
up
jam
since
box.
6
3 years
a.m.
champ. 3 year champ.
Yeah.
You've been up for 6 years, Shayna?
No, I've been up since 6 a.m. and I'm not used to doing that.
Oh, since 6
Oh.
a.m.
Copyright.
What do you mean copyright?
Cody's blasting music.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it, so you're good.
Thank God.
Very good music.
It's that Katy Perry song with Snoop Dogg. What's that song he likes?
my God, Snoop
guy in
Dogg
my
will
work
do
that
fucking-
keeps putting on that fucking
California
Katy
Girl.
Perry show.
Yeah.
I could probably
California
get
Girl.
I could
Yes,
probably get
that.
Snoop Dogg to fucking
Yeah.
play on one of my albums. He will do anything now if you give him money. He'll do fucking do. He was just on.
Really?
Yeah, he's like been doing like
I've seen Snoop Dogg live. That was fun.
he's been doing cameos for like all this like really corny shit.
I'm
Just
supposed to call
basically he'll do
Paula.
anything now.
I'd do that if I was
Gabby,
happy
I'm
with
I
it.
bet
supposed to call
you. I
Paula.
bet you it's expensive as hell though.
Oh my God, Snoop Dogg was on one of fucking Corey Feldman's songs. I think I remember.
Oh yeah.
That's when I lost respect for him.
You know you're going downhill when.
I saw him at WrestleMania. I couldn't believe it. I was like, never in my life would I think I'd get to see Snoop Dogg live. And then
He's also a big
Dogg,
hockey
yo,
fan.
I'm the best show. Oh my God.
He shows up at
Holy
fucking hockey
crap,
games
is
too,
someone
like of all
still gonna
places.
walk already?
Oh, he
You
does
want
just get
WrestleMania?
high, sells weed, and he's partnered with Ric Flair now as well for their weed stuff.
What WrestleMania did you go to again, Jerry? I forget.
32 was the one he was at.
32.
32. The one of the worst ever.
What was the main event?
Triple H against Roman Reigns. But
I never heard of Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is The Rock's cousin. He's like the biggest star in WWE now. He's had the title for like
3 years.
Yeah, over 3 years.
1,141 days.
Oh, that's the date. See, Shayna's got different dates she likes to remember, but Andrew knows exactly how long Roman Reigns has had the title for. But yeah, it's he's oh no, it's just back then everybody hated Roman Reigns. Nobody wanted Triple H to win either, so that was the main event, and it was just an hour of everybody like, "Fuck, we're just gonna have to wait here to get the ride home after." You know?
I am so tired of Roman Reigns getting help and assist by his family. Why can't he win clean? Oh, he can't.
Shit. I do have his autograph though.
Actually, that WrestleMania you went to actually was like broke a bunch of records as far as attendance.
Oh yeah,
and sales.
That'd be like the biggest attendance. Oh, sorry, that was the worst. That's what I sent my people on OnlyFans. Show me how sexy you look.
Holy crap, it's someone still already?
Yeah, but no, yeah, it did break a lot of records, but it's also known for being one of the worst. So
yeah,
It's almost 7 o'clock.
I'm not going to.
Why was it known as one of the worst?
Because they had an NXT show the Friday before, because that was on the Sunday, and the NXT show was like the best show of the year, and then they put on this absolute little shit. That was the one with Shane McMahon against the Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell.
That was a shit show.
Yes,
I hope the Undertaker won.
He did.
Of course,
Shane McMahon jumped off the top of the cell, and from where I was sitting, it looked like he might have hit the Undertaker on the table, but because I was so far back and they didn't have it on the screen properly, he actually just missed him. Well, he rolled out the way like he was meant to, but just an absolute. Ugh. It was like someone had just went into one of those video games back then and just selected random card, and that was the matches that we got. It was just absolutely shit.
Yeah, well then that was
But
2016.
I wasted a lot of money on
right?
stuff anyway.
One of those where you were like, I could book this better.
I was like,
was
why the
kinda-
fuck did I fly over here? But you don't know so far in advance because it was, tickets go on
It's kind-
sale in November. The show's in April.
It was
Like,
kind of
yeah, it
hard
could
to
be
like.
good.
They had just had like the whole Stone Cold and The Rock thing, so it's kind of hard to top
Oh,
that.
Stone Cold and The Rock were there, but they weren't wrestling. Actually,
Yeah, but
Rock did have a match. His last
they were
match,
old.
it lasted 6 seconds.
Yeah, they were old by then.
Versus Eric Rowan.
Yes, exactly, from the Wyatt family. Yeah. He
He
came out to announce the
He
attendance
is
record,
now
which is
known
all
as
fake.
Eric Redbeard on the Indies.
Yeah, the attendance. I was just reading about that. The attendance record they said was like over 100,000. They were like, it broke a record, but it was only like 87,000
Yeah.
or something.
They're all trying to go by like who's actually bought the tickets or ones that are given out, but they also all the WWE numbers they include people that are working at the venue.
They included
like
exactly
parking attendants or someone that's
the
selling you a
ushers-
hot dog because they're
the
in the
ushers and
arena, but they're not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like. But,
That's funny.
But
Yeah, it's just a way to inflate the numbers. That's all.
It's not gonna make. I'm not going to another one. Fuck that. There's a show here every year now at Wembley. That's pretty big, so just gonna go to that.
Holy crap!
AEW?
Can't beat
Yeah.
Wembley. It's pretty dope. I
Yeah.
want to go there one day.
No, didn't I?
Oh, fucking Chris Jericho came out and did like what Freddie Mercury did at Live Aid or Live Aid. Hey-oh, hey-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Weird as fuck being there. Yeah, I was
I
so
want to
drunk
go
and
to
low.
an AEW event. That would be dope.
Well, they've got a
Yeah,
lot of
that'd be
tickets
dope,
available
man.
for most of them.
Holy crap! It's almost 7:00 already. Where the hell did that day go?
Yes, it is, Shayna. Some places.
I'm
it's
not
a-
And
used
so
to-
long worrying
I'm
about
I'm not used to getting out of my house.
Time flies, as they say.
You like it.
Time
don't
flies
you?
when you're having fun, Shayna. Time
Yeah,
flies
that's
when
right.
you're having fun.
Yeah, like this last 30 minutes have flown by for me.
Yeah, it definitely
What
doesn't
did
feel
you
like
just
fun.
That's
say,
just a
Andrew? What
Don't
did
you
just
like
say?
getting out of the house?
Yes.
I always got to go outside and touch grass at least once a day. It's helped me.
Yeah.
Yes, Andrew.
Andrew, you should give
Cut
Shayna one of those
fucking
bracelets.
strings off.
Yeah, give Shayna one of your bracelets.
Megan could make you one.
I
That's not the point.
I was gonna
Shayna.
make one for myself today, but
Shayna, can Andrew
Yes,
touch you on one of your breasts next Wednesday?
I don't know. I'm still getting
Right. She said, I don't know, Andrew, and that is all you need right there is a yes. That is a yes.
She didn't say no.
Andrew, I've set you up. I've set it up for you, Andrew.
I'm
We
still
just-
getting used to that building.
We
I
just
Don't
gotta
blow it.
We
Don't
just
fucking blow it.
not gonna get. We just.
Jesus,
We got
Andrew, who's that?
We got
Trying to take it
scolded
slow.
for- We got scolded for holding hands.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Isn't there
So
a
you
closet
did get in
you
trouble
guys
today.
Isn't there a closet you guys can sneak off into or something?
Yeah.
Wheel into the closet and say, hey.
I've done some nasty shit in the closet with girls.
Steph is always
For real, how
Came
do you
out
get
of
onto
the
two
closet.
adults? They're adults though. How do you get onto two adults for holding hands?
Yeah,
I
I gotta agree on that.
Well,
Yeah.
unless they're like clotheslining people, you know.
Unfortunately, no, not holding glands, just hands.
Which I doubt they were.
Yeah, probably not. Double clothesline, yeah, just knocking people.
technically a place of
He's gonna be holding some memory glands next Wednesday.
He tried to hold my hand. He tried to hold my hand today, and I wouldn't let him do it because I knew he would get in trouble.
Oh, so that's why you got in trouble because you didn't want him to. You was pulling away. Someone seen that and thought Andrew. Okay,
Oh no.
that's why.
I was
No.
trying to.
one of the aides was even like when I first came in, no handsy stuff.
Whoa.
I think they were talking about something else.
No, they were talking about holding hands
You know-
too.
I think she meant don't. Is your health aide a female? Do you like try to grab her tits and shit and fuck her when she's there? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean legally there is.
No,
But
it's
not
not
more.
like
Shayna, would
That's what
would
she's
your
getting
mother
paid to do.
Shayna, would your mom mind if you was holding a hand with young Andrew?
She asked me if I was holding his hand today, and I told her no. I didn't let him.
Gina Babina, what was that? What she said?
She said, "Y'all are 30. Let them live." Jesus.
No, I think he needs a translator for Shayna.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Gina has been translating.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Need a translation.
I didn't get that.
Not sure what she said. Say it again, maybe. Say it one more time, Shayna.
So yeah.
My mother asked me if I let Andrew hold my hand today, and I told her no because I didn't want him to get in trouble.
Because you don't want to be a whore, right?
Her mom asked if she let Andrew hold hands. She said no because she didn't want him to get in trouble.
There you go.
You did a lot more than that.
Only whores go around holding guys' hands.
I did it anyway.
I was trying to be nice to you and not let you get in trouble. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And Andrew, Wednesday when you go for that breast, all I can tell you is don't linger. Just grab it and get out. One squeeze and get out. Don't linger. Do not linger.
Make sure there are no cameras.
Right.
There are cameras
If Bill Clinton,
all over the
if Bill
building,
Clinton could
man.
find a blind spot, so can you.
There are cameras all over the damn building.
Yeah.
If Bill Clinton could find a blind spot, so can you.
Yeah, Sean Riggle says, play the "I Want to Hold Your Hand" song loudly and yell at him. There you go. Got to do a protest.
Yeah, Scott, send her one of your
You know what I mean?
boomboxes that you won.
Does Shayna consent? Shayna, do you consent to Andrew grabbing your breast or your hand?
I don't want him to get in trouble, so.
But
Huh?
If there was no risk in getting in trouble, would you consent?
Holding his hand?
That's what I was
Yes.
getting at.
Okay, well, you got the holding hand thing.
So your
Dave
mom does.
Chandler
Your mom
says,
don't.
"Oh, come on, Andrew wants her to hold something else." Yeah, you know it. You know it, David Chandler. But I mean,
Big fucking ball sack.
is another question. Yeah, we got
Just-
a yes on the hand holding, at least the hand holding part.
Shayna, just make sure you don't lead Andrew on or lead any guys on and break their hearts. You know, that's not.
I don't
That's
want
happened.
The only one she wants is me.
A lot of girls do that. They lead guys on and they end up breaking their hearts. It's happened
there
to me.
they are.
It's not fun.
There they are holding hands. That was on the trip that Bolos had.
That's awesome.
To see Andrew. Yeah.
I remember I
Oh.
cried that day.
I'm sure you did, Shayna. That was what? That was the first time you seen him in like 3 years, right?
3 years and like 27 days.
No, just yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Gina
24
Ramirez,
minutes.
She's a
3
tease.
hours.
She's a
I shouldn't keep a track.
Yeah.
She's a tease. Yeah, the girls can be teases. Gotta watch out for that.
So yes, if we did not get in trouble, I would let him hold my hand. But we get in trouble, so I don't let
He's
him
asking about holding your boob, Shayna.
Yeah, about your boob.
He wants to hold your tit.
One of those chesticles. One of them breasts.
Yeah, you know
One of
your
them.
boobies.
One of them sweater puppies.
No
One of them
thanks.
sweater meats.
Oh,
Shayna,
she says no thanks.
I gotta ask you without Andrew here, Shayna. Has Andrew ever grabbed your boob before?
Not that I remember.
Haha, you're a liar, Andrew.
You lying MFer.
You lied.
You even said it was the left one.
Wow.
I think it was on the tour nowadays.
You lying dog.
When I took the tour like a month ago.
Whoa, okay, what happened? Oh, to remove Andrew again. What happened on the tour that you took a month ago?
I think it was a month ago. Then he tried. Yeah, and then he grabbed the boob with the
Oh,
he did?
so he did. He did. Okay.
So he
Yeah.
has grabbed your boob before, just not recently.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. There we go. That is finally confirmation.
Peeling back
Andrew
the
did
layers.
grab her boob.
I'm still gonna clip that part though, where she said you didn't.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, my poor kitty's sick on the floor. Poor kitty cat.
Oh no! Did it puke?
Yeah.
Oh. Bleh.
My cat pukes up fur balls sometimes too. It's annoying.
Always love it when I'm pissy.
Mine,
Sick.
mine is 13 pounds and he's a little fatty patty.
He's a little fatty patty. Huh?
Patty patty.
Oh, he's 15 pounds.
Isn't that cat kind of old though? Isn't it going to die pretty soon?
Yeah, he's 18.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I had an 18-year-old cat who recently just died, so that sucked. But no more
18
animals for
years
me.
18 years is good, man.
My
Yeah.
kitty was, my kitty cat was 15 years old.
15's pretty good too. That's
Yeah.
a long. That's a
No,
long
he was 16.
Oh, 60. Yeah, how dare you get that wrong?
Hold the wild.
Hold the well. What?
Call of the wild.
Call of the Wild.
Wild.
Who wrote that book? That was
Andrew,
written.
I don't know if you noticed this yet, Andrew, but I'm an animal lover, so yeah.
What'd she say?
Yep.
She's an animal lover.
Animal lover. That's what I got of it too. Yeah.
Call of the Wild was a book about a wolf guy who was a sleigh rider, and he had a wolf pack who ran a sleigh. It's about wolves.
Hey, wait a second, Andrew. Did you go eat today?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
When I turned my back on y'all.
Oh, right.
Ah, that's what you're doing. Okay.
What'd you have? What'd they feed you?
Pizza.
All I had all day was
Pizza.
all I had all day was a ham sandwich and
Pizza.
trail
Did
mix.
they order it out or did they cook it? Is it like one of
Cook it.
those stuffed crust or not stuffed crust? One of those DiGiorno or whatever.
I had a
When
ham
Andrew and Shayna
sandwich.
kiss, are they going to use tongues? Are you going to use tongues
You
the
ever
first
French
time you
kissed
kiss,
anybody?
Andrew?
No and no.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
I've seen them both drool, so that might be a problem, you know.
Oh yeah, like yesterday when she joined.
Yeah, it'll be extra sexy.
Extra
Ew.
sexy. Extra sexy, yeah. I don't know.
I had a ham sandwich and trail mix and Doritos, and I'm starving.
Sean Ringel says
She had a ham sandwich.
when
She tried to
Andrew-
drown it, and now she's starving.
I guess. I don't know. Sean Ringel says, when Andrew hears the call of the wild, he breaks out the piss jug. There you go.
Oh.
I had
They
a ham
made-
sandwich.
She's
and
getting the
Doritos.
visual. Yeah, right.
They made me wait to go to the fucking bathroom today, and I pissed myself.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You
man.
pissed yourself and Shannon shit herself? Jeez. Perfect couple.
I'm hungry.
I like how you sold her out. I like how you
All
sold her
I-
out today, Andrew, when you're like, she might or might not have shit herself. Like, oh, well.
You should have used your finger and found out.
Yeah. Get right in there.
Ask first. Ask first.
You gotta ask. You gotta get their permission.
She is going to spill that. There is no way she's not going to not spill that.
Oh no! What is that? What is that? What
That's
is
going
that?
in the floor. That's going in the floor.
What is that?
Please don't let that stain the carpet. Please don't let that stain the carpet.
Can you dump it over your head for the show?
Mashed potatoes, corn, and cheese.
Oh,
Oh,
good
that's
luck with eating that.
hefty
shit.
So is that your dessert?
No, it's
Your dinner. Oh, okay.
You don't
It's a
like
good
meat?
source of potassium.
There you go.
Can you throw
That's
some meat
a
in
ham
it?
sandwich.
She threw the ham sandwich in the river, she said.
Hey guys, want to
River.
see Jana? Want to see my cat? You see my kitty?
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, there
Hi,
you go.
kitty cat. You're cute.
Her name's
what's-
Jasmine.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I forgot about that.
I ate all day with my lunch and now I'm starving.
I hope you're not
What?
starving.
Is
I
he
ate
eating
my
his bracelet
lunch at
stems?
12.
Yeah, what are you doing,
I
Andrew?
don't know. He was eating his bracelet strings,
he's-
his stems.
Like he's like,
He's eating his,
you like a fly?
he's turning into he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex eating his bracelet stems.
Yeah.
He's like a little puppy laying on his belly with his paws up.
I'm a
Like this.
cannibal.
You're a cannibal.
You're a cannibal.
Okay then. But yeah,
Don't eat your
anyways,
bracelet stems. Just snip them off.
we got to get the fuck out of here soon because BYB's coming up pretty quick here. But I just want to say, Alvalanker, it was great to have you here. Appreciate you coming on, hitting me up. And you got any plugs?
Yeah, I just want to thank you and everybody for having me on. It's really great to hang out with you guys. I really love hanging out with you guys all the time. Always have, always will. And just alvalanker.com or just Google Alvalanker. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music. And I have a merch store. You can buy t-shirts. And I lowered the price from $40 to $20 for Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. So they're on sale if you want to check out my merch store on alvalanker.com, or it's also on Spotify. Check out my music and give me any feedback. I interact with all my fans and stuff, and you guys do a great show. I love this show. I love BYB. Shout out to Derek and everybody, and rest in peace, Bobby P. We miss him and love him. And thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, that was a tough loss, but yeah, no problem. Hopefully we can do this again real soon, buddy.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
It was awesome. I had a great time.
Me too. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks to everybody who watched.
Yeah, no problem, man. But yeah, you can check us out again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you never know who's going to show up. So join us then, and also check out BYB podcast beginning in 7 minutes at the top of the hour, folks.
Yep,
So
I'll be watching.
Yeah, go check that out. So we'll see you tomorrow, and on BYB. Andrew, got any final words, final thoughts?
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with that.
His TV's on.
Yeah, it is. God damn it, Andrew. You couldn't go one episode without having.
At least don't make it
on.
obvious. You're literally turning all the way around.
Holy. Well, we're out of here, folks. Scott, hit us with some fire.
Fire though.
Peace out, everybody. See you tomorrow. See you on BYB. Peace.
No filter, no filter, no filter, no filter.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine living life with the news and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they say to never date her. I agree, but you did and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
No filter, no filter, no filter, no filter.